Sir King. Welcome to Tofu Alley.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Sir King.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king. I love me some Avatar Nation.
Damn! Oh, hell no.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
All right, what's going on, everybody? What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in this part of the world. So you guys could be anywhere, but you chose to be here. So I'm truly grateful, thankful, and appreciative. So let's give acknowledgement to those who are here. What's up, D Dot? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Your Pleasure 721? Thank you for being a tofu. What's up, Ron P? How you doing? Thank you for being a tofu as well. Hope all is well. Because we know you be in these YouTube streets, Ron. Ooh, Lordy.
Oh, hell no.
Lord, oh Lord. What's up, Auntie Donna, baby? How you doing? Thank you for being a tofu as well. What's up, JLC87 Productions? How you doing? Yes, it's Taco Tuesday, and Ron P was definitely shaking it for those tacos. What's up, Black Girls Code? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all. So feel free to come to the live, and please subscribe if you have not done so already. All right, so let's bring up the agenda real quick, so you know what the hell we talking about today. Hold on, here we go. All right. All right, so here we go. So for those in the platinum chat dues are due. Platinum chat dues are due. So if you kindly send in your dues, that'll be greatly appreciated. So those in the platinum chat dues are due. Hold on. Next up, we're gonna talk about prayers for those in Florida. So prayers up for those who live in Florida: Brianna, Pizarro, Dubby, who else in the Truth Enterprise. I'm sure we missing some other people, but prayers to them, even though some of them are scamming and scheming and all that other stuff. So prayers up to those in Florida and for those who are going to get impacted, like Texas and stuff like that. So prayers up to them. Hopefully, they won't get too badly impacted and stuff like that. So in all seriousness, I know we do the roasting, we do the gagging, and I know we sit up here and talk about how they all begging and scamming and scheming and stuff like that, but it's a serious matter. It's real life. Um, so that's what I got to say about that. Okay, so prayers up to them. Keep them in your prayers. Next up is sauna vest. So I just want to let y'all know today I went and got me a sauna vest. I'm liking it, because I went to the gym today. I went to the gym twice. I went to the gym. I ain't gonna tell you that part, but I went to the gym in the afternoon and wore the sauna vest then went back and played some basketball. I'm liking it because the reason I got the sauna vest, I did have I guess you could say a sauna belt or whatever. I don't know. I just wanted to exert my body to the fullest in regards to sweat. So I got a sauna vest. I'll let you guys know how that how that works out for me. Regarding basketball, it was all right. I mean, it was a lot of people today, so only got to play 2 games. Like I said, I really want to play somewhere else just to get like a different feel of players and stuff. And today was really frustrating because like I can't stand like when they just be like 1-on-1 and this one dude he kept taking all the shots, right? And I'm not one to yell, but he really hurt our team because he wasn't really hitting. You know what I mean? Some days he hit, but I don't feel like playing. If you're gonna hit, you're gonna hit. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be consistent. We can't sit up here and have you take all the shots you miss and they go down and score. So that was really frustrating because of all sports, basketball is a team sport. You could ask Michael Jordan, you could ask all the stars, LeBron. It is a team sport. You're only going to get so far with one player. So that was just really frustrating. But I don't yell at nobody. I don't do that. I just go for my exercise. But it was kind of frustrating because if you ain't hitting, you need to do something else. You need to go rebound. You need to go pass. You need to do something to understand that your game is not on today. But anyway, so that's what I got to say about that. Burger King hit me with inflation. Y'all, so yesterday I went to the gym as well. So I said, okay, I'm gonna treat myself. So I go to Burger King. Now, all I really order from Burger King is a sausage biscuit. That's pretty much a sausage patty with biscuit on it. It run me about normally 150, maybe 180, depending on which one I go to. I pull up now, mind you, I get like two or three of them. Okay, and don't call me greedy. I'm just saying. So I think it's a bargain. So I roll up to the thing. The lady asked me what I want. She said, "Okay, pull up to the window." She's like, just so you know, your total is $9.96." What? I'm like, she was even shocked. She's like, "How's your total $9.96?" Y'all, the sausage biscuit went from 150 to 299. Not even the span of a month. So I was like, "Oh hell no!" I said, "Just give me two." I'll just give me two. But that's insane. I really haven't been impacted by inflation like that, like to that shock. But to raise a sausage biscuit from 150 to 299, that's like almost 100% increase. So it's crazy out there, y'all. It really is crazy. It's gonna get crazier. But I thought it was a computer glitch, like 150 to 299. So yeah, Burger King hit me with inflation. All right, Philly and Chicago, y'all. We're gonna talk about the whole QB situation in a minute. But man, if y'all listen to what's going on in Philly, the kids were coming off the football field. Well, the high school kids were coming off the football field off of practice. Some people in a Ford Explorer, now they at the high school, they ain't, not somewhere they're not supposed to be, coming off the football field, and some dudes in the Florida Explorer just do a drive-by. Killed one of the kids that's 14 years old. Shooting, I think three others got shot or hit. And who else knows, other damage to that. Like, I mean, like, really? That is insane. I think I saw something else at a Wawa in Philly where the kids just came in there and ransacked the Wawa. Y'all got to check out that video. It is insane. They go in there, they tear up the store, they throw the chips all around, and then one girl got the nerve to sit up there and say, "Are y'all still making sandwiches?" I was like, "You don't get your greedy behind," it sounded like there was a white dude who worked there that was behind the counter because he said, "All y'all ugly." When he said, "Y'all all y'all ugly, y'all broke," and he said something else. I was like, that was that was like, I mean, the boldness, but what they know the police can't handle them, but they got their faces all on camera and still footages, so they're gonna find them eventually. But you know what? The law gonna prosecute them what because they're under the age of 18, most of them. Insane. And then Chicago, this video of these two, they look young, they dress young, but you could tell they're older. I guess I don't know. 2 a.m. in the morning, it was this wino, but he wasn't bothering nobody, right? He was sitting on the train doing his thing. Two people come up to him, like crackhead, whatever. But it was weird. The outfits that they had on made them seem young. So the wino had a, I don't know, champagne bottle in his coat. Y'all, they took the champagne bottle from the man and bust him in the head with it, and then took his wallet and going all through the man's wallet. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. I was like, for anybody that live in Chicago, I feel for you because that's like hell on earth. I hear so many stories about, like, even the Mayor Lightfoot, don't act like she want to be there. Like, I was like, you see how she went into office and how she is now? That lady look like a completely transformed woman. Like, she just don't look. She don't look She don't look vibrant, and it's sad. I don't something about that city. I guess I don't know. All right, is Philly T here? Because I'm not gonna do this if Philly T's not here. Not here. So if she's not here, then I'll just move on. Is Philly T here? Philly T, if you here, drop down, please. I don't know if she's here though. But if you're here, drop down, please. We'll give it like 5 seconds, and then I'll move on to the rest of the production because I'm not gonna do this if she's not here. We'll wait. But yeah, so that whole thing, yeah, it's sad. It's things going on in Philly and Chicago is crazy. It's crazy. Our kids don't have no respect for adults. Nothing. So it's sad. So all right, we're gonna move on. We'll just do the Philly T thing another time. All right. All right, we'll take a brief intermission. If you want to, feel free to hit the link. Not the link, Lord have mercy. Feel free to thumbs up the live and subscribe, and we'll be right back. All right, we'll be right back.
Sir King. Welcome to Tofu Alley.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Sir King.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king. I love me some Avatar Nation.
Damn! Oh, hell no.
Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
No beef, just tofu.
All right, and we're back. What's up, Anela Valencia? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I think I said this already, but please keep Mika Baby Green and her family in y'all thoughts and prayers. It'd be tremendously appreciated. Actually, y'all prayers did work for one half of the situation, so I think there's another situation that's going on. So please keep her in y'all thoughts and prayers. All right, now let's get into the news you absolutely cannot use. All right, while we are almost close to Begtober, I'm gonna sit up here and do my begging. If you want to, please feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. It'll be tremendously appreciated. $ Sir King Crown, since everybody is out here with their hand out. All right. All right, let's get into it. Let me say this real quick. Okay. Hey, thank God y'all ain't living in Russia because Putin over there throwing people that live in Russia over there in the military to fight against Ukraine. The man was sitting up there saying, I ain't never been to war. I ain't never been trained to be in a war. And now I'm in the front lines of a war. So be thankful and grateful you live in this country and that you're not over there. Because I do feel that man, if he see that he losing everything, he gonna sit over there and start a nuclear war. So that's how I feel. What's up, Diva D? How you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, just be careful with that, yo. I mean, well, not just be careful, but watch out for that. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say regarding that. All right, next up we're gonna talk about Lovey Love and the Dharma connection. Say what? QB and the Shy. Pizarro disses little Nika. Yes, I said little Nika because little Nika acting like she out here a little person ain't got no need to command no respect. So I call her little Nika. Chris G versus Treecey, they got a battle brewing, and Chris G spilled some tea. Ooh la la. And Brianna, somebody sent me some footage of Brianna being attacked. So we're gonna get into that, okay? So let's start. Lovey Love and Dharma connection. So apparently, Lovey Love, they saying I was listening to somebody's chat that I will not give no promo to. Said that Lovely Love knew somebody or was a friend with somebody that was killed by a Dharma. Now everybody know this whole Jeffrey Dahmer situation is going on. I ain't really watching that because that stuff is kind of sick. in my eyes. So I'm not really highlighting that, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. And Lovely Love knew somebody or was friends with somebody that was a victim of Dahmer. Now there is a content creator over here, but now they said they're leaving over here, who is so wrapped up in this whole Jeffrey Dahmer situation, and they themselves had a Jeffrey Dahmer episode in their life. Now, if you an investigator, you could put together what I'm saying without actually me saying it, because I ain't saying it, because when I say something, people just latch on to it and they grow. So there won't be no growth over here. But what I'm saying is, I'm just like, this person who had like a Jeffrey Dahmer episode happen in their life, not like that, but did have, you know what I mean, in their life. It's so wrapped. I was like, what is that all about? I mean, if that happened to me, what happened to them, I wouldn't be anywhere near nothing dealing with no kind of death and mutilation and all that other stuff, Lord. So put together the dots and you understand what I'm talking about. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. But like I said, Lovely Love, maybe I don't know. Maybe Lovely Love will talk about that. I don't know, but it's kind of, like I said, kind of eerie. And like I said, I have not watched that episode or anything like that, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. QB and the Shy. So apparently, not apparently, actually, QB says somebody tried to break into his car. They didn't get away with the vehicle, but they messed up the steering column, I guess, therefore rendering the vehicle disabled. He doesn't have the necessary financial collateral or money or funds to pay the deductible and to get a rental car and all that other stuff. And a lot of people don't understand. Everybody want to make fun of me. Everybody understand, like, so what if you got insurance? You still gotta pay whatever the rental car is. You get what I'm saying? If it's $250 a day, whatever, that adds up, especially during the supply chain situation that we got going on now. You're not going to get your car fixed in and out like it used to be before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, they said, okay, come back in 3 days. Now they're telling you, come back 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks your car not even, it hasn't even been touched. So for people not to sit up here, and then they sit up, now this is the thing that pisses me off about Jay Wilson, right? He gonna sit over there with his bougie ass, okay, and go knock QB for having $1,000 deductible. $1,000 deductible is not that far off, right? Obviously, if you have a home and all that, and they would have bundled it in together, that lowers it, right? But you also got to take it to the fact where he lives. They also take that into determining your insurance rate too. So for him to sit over there and make fun of that man, and he is just so, it seems like, naive to common people's plight. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, oh, I ain't got no thousand. And then on top of that, if you don't carry a lot, or if you carry a lot on your car, then your deductible is gonna be high. I don't understand that. So if he's carrying things for the extras that he adds to his car and this and that, that's gonna raise your deductible. It was just weird to me that Jay Wilson did not understand that. Like he acted like he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Like it's just like, it's just his arrogance about it. It's just his arrogance. It's just something. It's okay to say, "Well, wow, $1,000. I'm glad that's not me. That's not me." But it's just the arrogance and the lack of empathy that he has for what QB is going through during this time. I just had to say that. But yeah, QB going through what he's going through, and it sounds like he really down because of the whole situation in the city. I'm telling you, Chicago is a rough city. You get what I'm saying? So I could definitely understand. Like, that's why I think they were so hopeful on the show. Like, hopeful on the show taking off, because that was a glimmer of hope to get out of a bad or redundant situation. Because if you ain't got no connects that can take you out of that for plight, then you stuck there. You stuck there. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like when you listen to the QB video, he's frustrated. He wants to move on. He wants to move out. He wants to leave, but you just can't leave your city and go anywhere, because you'll be back to square one, or you'll be back homeless in a place that you just moved to. So it's got to be a calculated decision, and hopefully an opportunity presents itself. But I could definitely understand where he's coming from. It's like you trying to do the right thing, but it seems as if life ain't even acknowledging that, and that people keep messing with you or doing things to you that push you behind. So hopefully he'll keep his head on straight. Hopefully, he can leverage his support network and move on and move out. Move on and move out. So that's what I got to say about that. So yeah. Dude, this is I watched the first episode. I might watch the rest, but right now I don't have the desire to. Yeah. Mm. All right, so that's the QB situation. Pizarro disses little Nika. So as you may know, let me get my gadget real quick. As you may know, dang, this thing. Hold on, y'all. I gotta charge this thing. But as you may know, Nika out here running under the coattails of Pizarro, right? And we're all sitting up here saying, "Hold up, how are you the grandmother of the beef sector of YouTube, and you letting this new anonymous figure rule you, and you sitting over there doing pre-celebration appreciation parties when somebody should be doing celebration parties for you, right?" And this tells it all. Hold on, I'm gonna play this bit real piece, and you can see Pizarro just downright disrespects Lady Nika. And this is all over some moderator stick or who blocking just read my book or whatever that is. I didn't really understand the context of the situation. But nonetheless, um, Pizarro just disrespected Nika. I was just like, damn. Hold on, let me see. Let me play this real quick. Hold on one second, y'all. Did I put the link there? Oh, hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. I put the task there, but I did not put my link. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. All right, here we go. Ooh, Lord, her big old head. Her big old head just pop up. All right, let me see. All right, here we go. Is this it? Hopefully this is it. No. We're not gonna play that. Mm-mm. Is this it? All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
She turns them out. Remember when y'all went on a whole time out spree and shit? What day that was? I think that was the day I asked for money.
No, I wasn't know. I wouldn't know that.
They was timing out, but Nika be acting like she don't be doing the same thing. Even when I tell y'all not to time out, y'all still time out. So why I can't do it over there on the head just because the whole members and shit?
I don't give a damn. We can take the sticks, sis, because I'm gonna time their ass the fuck out. Period. I don't care. I ain't gonna block them. But I
be able to the same shit.
And I'm gonna send a kite.
Hold on.
What the fuck? I wouldn't know that.
They was timing out, but Nika be.
Oh, there she go.
What day that was?
Here you go.
I think that was the day I asked for money.
No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that.
They was timing out, but Nika be acting like she don't be doing the same thing. Even when I tell y'all not to time out, y'all still time out. So why?
Hold on.
Yeah, they all and Nika be acting like she don't be timing people out neither. That's that bullshit that she be doing.
Ooh.
Nah.
Ooh.
Motherfucker, she.
Here we go. Here we go, y'all.
Yeah, they all and Nika be acting like she don't be timing people out neither. That's that bullshit that she be doing.
Ooh.
Nah. Motherfucker, she don't like she know she times them out. Remember when y'all went on a whole time out spree and shit? What day that was?
Don't sound like Pizarro respect Nika. She said that's that bullshit that Nika be on. Ooh, what's up, Detach? How you doing? Ooh. So I don't know. But obviously Pizarro don't respect Nika, I guess the same way that Nika respect her. And she called her out on that. So I don't know why Nika be up sitting there groveling under that girl for whatever reason, and she ain't putting that work. But you see that Pizarro don't respect no damn Nika. she called it out regarding timing out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll know when Nika will put her foot down. I don't know, or if ever. I don't know. I guess she think that Pizarro bring her clicks and views. I guess I really don't understand. I don't know. All right. So that was Pizarro. This is Little Nika. Chris G versus Treecey. So apparently Chris G and Treecey are going at it. I guess Chris G said something about Treecey timing out as well, or blocking people in the chats that she has an issue with. As much as Treecey wants to sit up here and deny the fact that she don't do that, she do that. She do that. She'll go in the chat and block people that she don't like and all this other stuff that she can see them. But so Chris G definitely spilled some tea on Treecey. Let me see what my notes say real quick. So let me see. Okay, so Chris G said that Treecey, now I guess Chris G had a channel before Treecey blew up, because Treecey used to roam around in chats and be like real mean and nasty. So Chris G said that Treecey cried and called her up crying when she got timed out or blocked in her chat. I don't know. I'll let y'all hear this real quick. Um, let's see. Hold on, y'all.
Except going.
Hold
Doing
on.
better than I cannot. They
Lord.
do is tell my story for a bunch of fucking in the closet ass motherfucking lonely ass people to sit back and make a fucking joke out of shit. Okay? That's what I won't do. That's what I will not do. Because I tried that before. And Treecey used to call me crying about getting blocked in my fucking chat. Big Miss CC over there, okay? Used to call crying about getting blocked out of my little 200 subscriber motherfucking chats.
Baby,
so this bitch is fucking retarded. Just fucking retarded. And I hate saying that word. It's the only word fucking fits the bitch. And illiterate. Illiterate as the fuck. Y'all, you think I'm lying? Go type anonymity. And I can't say it. Anonymity in her chat. Go type a big word in her motherfucking chat. The bitch can't read it. She cannot read it. She will block you and call you a troll. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. If you don't believe me, just try it. If you don't believe me, just try it. Hey, Joanna, if y'all don't believe me, go on over there, type a big word. Now, that one used to get people kicked out all the time. Okay? Or go put some eyeballs in there. And that shit right there normally freaks out a motherfucking crackhead. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying the bitch is on drugs, because I don't know, because she stays hidden. You know what the fuck I mean? But just fuck that bitch. I'm going to take my sleep medicine. I'm going to bed. The bitch is mad because she ain't got no sons. She's mad because she ain't got shit in life. That's what the fuck she's mad about. But I have 4 healthy, amazing children. 4 that are successful and doing good. So the bitch can kiss my motherfucking ass, and until she's gonna knock my goddamn teeth out,
oh Lord,
I don't want to hear nothing else about that bitch.
Oh Lord. Then she said something about, now I don't know where I can find this, but she did say that Treecey back in the day was eating kitty cat and admitted it. I don't know. What is that? Is it here?
Like, I haven't given you my address. Fine. I don't have any fucking reason to lie. What the fuck do I need to come out here and lie?
I don't know.
I'm fucking people that really want to play with people's personal lives. Hurry up and find a motherfucking trailer or a trailer. Cannot read it. She will block you and call you to open that shit. If anybody's got anything, it would be Blaze. That is the dumb ignorant. And I'm sure Blaze has probably got my old motherfucker.
I think it's right here.
The bitch is mad because she ain't got no sons. She's mad. If anybody's got anything, it would be Blaze. That is the dumb ignorant. And I'm sure you to open that. All right, this is why you cannot the fuck be nice to motherfucking people. Blaze, and I need you to open for me, because I don't really have no animosity toward her. I have my number. Also, again.
Anyway, she did say she ate kitty cat and something like that, and she had like a DUI and all that other stuff. I can't find it right now, but it's in that video. So yeah. But it's interesting. It's interesting. But I think Treecey sits up there and says, hit the link, because she needs people for content. So that's what she do in order to augment and make money off of people, as if she had an issue with somebody that really don't share an issue with. So that's the game she plays, and we all hip to it. So that's what I got to say about that. Next up is Brianna attack. So like I said, apparently somebody sent me this video of Brianna. I don't know if it is Brianna, but it seemed this person's kind of slimmer than Brianna, or maybe more mobile than Brianna. But they said this is a picture of Brianna being attacked by a dog. Now, we do know that Brianna almost got attacked by a dog in real life, because but the dog didn't attack her. That's why I think she had to move, get her a parking spot closer to the door, so that situation wouldn't happen again. But Without any further ado, this is the video that I guess they say Brianna got attacked by a dog. So here we go.
Shadow, relax, Shadow. Shadow, relax. Shadow, stop. Shadow, oh my God. Shadow, get over. Shadow, you okay? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that? Yo, I will fucking kill my sandwich.
Well, at least we know that Brianna can defend herself against if she's attacked by a dog named Shadow. I don't know if that's Brianna or not, but apparently they say it is. Good job, Brianna. I guess she's working out and everything. She gets slim. I guess. All right. That's pretty much the show. And like I said, there ain't much going on out here. I really don't want to talk about no real world news and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and share their sentiments of what's going on. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in that other area, but I'm not really, like I said, I don't really talk about them over there because their content is different kind of content. So that's what I got to say about that. Other than that, that's about it. So if you want to, feel free to hit the link. Feel free to join us live, and please subscribe to the channel. Real quick, regarding that Ime Udoka situation with the Boston Celtics coach, that is a prime life lesson. Don't go screwing up the ladder. I don't know what he thought he was doing. I thought, like, in a way, he still, like, I hate to say this, but he kind of still is the help in that regards, because he screwed up the ladder, and you know that's not going to bode well, especially with men and that kind of. That's very embarrassing to a man, especially in professional sports, to have another man screwing your wife. You know what I mean? So I guess he sent them to the finals. He thought he was untouchable, but so. What's up, Spicy and Philly? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being a tofu one. Appreciate you being here. Hope all is well your way. So yeah, don't screw up the ladder. Like that's a life lesson. And like I told, men are very possessive, so you never know how they're gonna react when another man is involved with their wife. Like, men are crazy. Men are absolutely crazy. So just like women, but they just go more ham than women. Women are more calculated and persistent. I think men are just more intense and one-timey, So that's how I feel. All right, with that being said, that is it. I'm gonna get going. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here as well. There's not much else going on. Prayers up to the people in Florida. In all honesty, I hope that storm skirts on through and goes west, and yeah, and this is the time to get right with God. Pray for protection. So with that being said, that's all I got. So if you want to, like I said, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown, and we will be back soon. All right, bye y'all. See y'all later. Have a good one. Take care, y'all. I'll leave you with Brianna being attacked by her dog. Bye y'all. Or no, by a blind man's dog named Shadow. Bye y'all.
Shadow, relax, Shadow. Shadow, relax. Shadow, stop. Shadow, oh my God. Shadow, get over. Shadow, you okay? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that? Yo, I would fucking kill my sandwich.
All over sandwich. Oh, look who's here. Talk about surprise. This is definitely surprise. What's up, surprise? How you doing?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
you out already?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got to go nowhere, but what's up? How you doing?
Oh, okay. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Okay. I'm good. I heard you talking about Wilson and the whole insurance thing, and I was like,
Mm,
again. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to, put my 2 cents in because me being somebody that, has platinum type of insurance, like he can't be like, oh, she's one of those that can't afford. So someone
Mm-hmm.
who has fantastic insurance and knows how vehicle insurance goes. And then me knowing, I remember when you had the car, because remember you showed me that picture. You sent me the picture of the dirty ash
Mm.
filter. And I was
Yeah.
like, ew, what is that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I remember back then. So
Mm-hmm.
not everyone can afford platinum type insurance, right? So let's just say you have issues with your driver's license. Let's say you have accidents on your record, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's already a ding. So the insurance is going to be like, we're going to penalize you for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you also are like 20, you're a male who's under the age of 25 who
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have that long of a driving record. They're going to ping you for that, right? You live in a city where there's high crime or high,
Mm-hmm.
vehicle thefts and all that, they're going to ding you for that. You only
Right.
have one vehicle, so you don't get that multi-line um discount, right? You don't
Right.
have you don't have the umbrella plan. You don't have all this,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um they're going to ding you when you do have multi vehicles, when you do have a good driver's record, when you do have what they call loyalty to the insurance, when you've been there for years, you get discounts, right? So, for instance, I get almost $2,500. My husband and I, we get almost $2,500 every 6 months. Not everybody can afford that. We have 200 afford that. So people get what they could get so that they could be covered. And if you have a high ass car note, the reason why I'm up here saying this is because Jay Wilson is full of shit. Like I told you the other day, he has little DICK energy. Anybody who's always constantly throwing their home value in your face. Anybody who's always saying, I got this, I got that, you don't have that. You don't. When you have money, it is what it is. You have it. You don't want people knowing what you have because you don't want people trying to run up on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to overcompensate for his little penis,
Uh-oh.
he likes to tell you everything that he has. It's like the Napoleon complex. When you have a short man, he's usually the one like really buffing out in the gym, trying to get the big muscles and this and that because he knows he can't get a real woman. Most real women don't like, we don't like men under 6 feet, at least me and the women I rock with. You have to be over 6 foot,
Oh.
right? So the little guys always try to overcompensate for their small stature. We know Jay Wilson's not short, so therefore he has a small penis. That's why he's always talking about what he has. He's not used to anything. And to, try to shame somebody for having a high deductible is asinine. I mean, what's the read in that? And yes, when
Mm-hmm.
people come for me, yes, I will read you about your Obama phone, you being on food stamps and all that. Fine, that's just my comeback because I don't know you from Johnny on the street, right? But that's his go-to for it. It doesn't matter if you're coming at him or not. He likes to shame you for your status. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have anything. Anybody could get a damn house in Texas.
In
Are you kidding
facts.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Who can't buy a house in Texas? He's acting like he bought a home in San Francisco, in LA, in Beverly Hills, in New York City, in shoot, I don't even know where else. Hell, Miami, they have expensive real estate there. You live in fucking Texas, excuse me, you live in damn Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of us could sell our homes. We still owe money on our home. I could sell my house right now, get the cash out, and go buy a house flat out in Texas. Like, really?
Mm.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It pissed me off. I was literally pissed.
He
I was
really
like, dude.
acts bitch made. He really acts bitch made. And I know we use that term loosely. We do. And I won't knock it. He's funny to me at times. But when he gets that pompous, boasting, braggadocious attitude, I just get turned on. Right. And then another thing he does that, I'm sorry. Go ahead, darling. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, it's just a stink attitude. Like, when you see, yeah.
But taxes, and it's not even like, okay, I don't know how expensive Dallas is, but when I think of Dallas, Texas, I think of like money. Maybe because of the Ewings, from the TV show, Dallas back in the day. But you live in San Antonio. What's in San Antonio?
Treecey.
She's dead to me. I ain't even talking about her. But you have that pompous attitude, like you doing something. And then he's driving a Lincoln, or excuse me, a Volvo, and a Volvo, and you're bragging. Who the hell? A Volvo. Like he purchased himself a Tesla. Or a Maybach or something. Volvo, and he's boasting. Like, stop it. He is bitch made. And then to top it off, he's such a bottom. Because do you remember when he was, well, of course you do, when he was dragged out the closet? Now, I wasn't here during that time, but I saw like a clip. Somebody had a clip of when but I'm a top though. I'm a top. Why do you have to boast about being a top? But he wanted to make that clear. I'm a top though. You have your ass tooted up in that goddamn ear just like everybody else because he acts like such a bitch.
No, I mean,
like,
I can
really? Your ass is tooted up in that goddamn air, and the legs are feet to the moon. Is that what that's Rashida? Legs to the moon or feet to the moon? You're just like everybody else. You're getting your back blown out just like everybody else. You're working 3 jobs to maintain that mortgage, just like a lot of other people had to do, especially after the pandemic. And you want to sit up here and try to shame somebody because their deductible is high, or you had to come out of your pocket because your insurance cut off. And I'm glad you made that point, SK, because you get a certain amount, like up to, like my plan, you get up to $50 a day. You get $50 a day, up to $1,200 per rental incident, right? And then you get to choose a car that's equivalent to what you have, right?
Right.
So like you said, they were in the midst of the pandemic, so a lot of those parts were stuck on the ships. I don't know about your ports, but down in San Pedro and Long Beach and all that, a lot of product was stuck on those ships because they did not have the manpower, and they had a lot of stuff on back order. So that makes perfect sense. So if you went past your daily rate and up to whatever the amount was, that expense is on you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay. So that makes plenty of sense to me, but I just can't stand somebody who cuts a goddamn camera on and tries to act like they're, doing it big.
But Terry, it's
Like
just like it's just the fact like you could go at him and say, "Ooh, $1,000, who you?" It's not even a joke way. It's just like the condescending stink attitude that he
the
got.
pompous. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's very pompous, very condescending. But like I
right.
said, he that's you know how like when rappers or people that they get a little bit of fame, it's like a little bit. Like you ain't doing nothing. You're on YouTube with a few couple thousand people watching you, right? But that's a lot to him. That boosts his um ego because he's not used to that. And we saw those before pictures where he looked like the Clumps Nutty Professor. So we knew he wasn't getting any play in real life, right?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
he cuts that camera on and he gets his audience. People don't really know what he has in his bank account, all that. He thinks, oh, they're seeing, dollar signs going up in oh, put a color on it, put a color on it. After 30%, that's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. And fine, you make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a month off of your little, what do you guys call that? Ad checks or whatever you guys call it, the Google checks that you get.
Oh,
AdSense.
AdSense. Yeah.
AdSense. After that AdSense, I hope you are paying Uncle Sam. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you're not, that's going to catch up with you. Like, that's nothing. You want to know what's something? If you have a retirement plan, if you have a 401k, if you have medical insurance that's not Obama insurance or you guys call it Medicaid, I think. We call it Medi-Cal in California. If you ain't got, if you ain't got nothing set up for your future, you ain't doing that thing. That little $2,000 or $3,000 a month ain't nothing because that's not longevity.
Uh-oh.
You know how he's always talking about um what is
Uh-oh, Terry, you cutting in and out.
what is his little catchphrase? Emotional intelligence or whatever. You're uh really doing it because have you. Okay, drop the link again.
Okay, I will. Terry. Yeah, what is the top and the bottom? I don't know. The top is the giver and makes the deposits, and the bottom is the receiver. Jay Wilson is a wide receiver. Ooh, Lord, Lord. Oh, Lord. D, what D? Hey, Terry.
I guess YouTube got
Terry.
tired of my ass. Okay,
No, 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 no. I do have a question for you regarding. Are you familiar with that whole Boston Celtics situation? No, I don't know. Maybe she's not. Terry, are you coming back? I'll drop the link again because I did want to ask you about that. What you do as get a woman's perspective. Um, to be honest, you're pretty familiar with sports, so I wanted to get your insights on that. So, if you want to, feel free to hit the link. Um, yeah, but regarding that whole QB situation, hold on, somebody came in my chat and I missed their message. Excuse me. I'm scrolling up to see their message. This is something about QB been doing this before or something. Let me see. Okay. Kishana says QB has been through the same situation plenty of times since being in the sector. So so what you saying, Kishana? I mean, yeah, and then QB was going on about the place in which he lives at, that the people not doing the repairs they're supposed to do. He had to hire the handyman to come in there and sneak and paint his apartment, and then like they broke into the mailboxes at his place, and they infiltrated his mail to the point where he had to where they got into his account and stuff. So it seems like there's a lot going on over there, and it seems like Chicago is a dog eat dog world. So, I know Brianna was over there saying, talking about the man's car being filthy and whatever. I mean, but we wish him the best. I ain't gonna knock a man when he's down, but Jay Wilson, I don't know, your delivery, you need to work on your delivery because your delivery sucks, and it's not from a place of comedic comedy. It's from like a place of, it seems like a place of hate. That's not saying that you hate the man, but it just seems like when you just nasty and vile. You know how it's called aura, and we can read people in their body language. Yeah, your body language coming across as sucks. So yeah, that's why he wants to move. Nessa A. Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot to deal with, and then your car get messed up. That's insane. What's up, Terry?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Okay. My phone was like, bitch, shut up. That's all I had to say.
I'm sure he didn't say that. I'm sure he didn't say that.
It was either that or YouTube. No, but that's all I had. I was listening to your commentary and you brought that up. And I was like, why is he still talking about people's insurance? So
Yeah, I mean, it's if you carry a lot on your insurance, meaning like you got coverage is high and you got a lot of protection. Like I said, QB has certain amenities on his car that are add-ons. So if he's got that under insurance as well, that's going to add to his deductible as well. So
well,
but I wanted to ask
vehicle,
you.
I'm sorry.
But no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Seeing his vehicle, I don't think it was that. I think it was more probably of he's a single man, he pays rent by himself. He probably has a car payment and he lives in a high crime neighborhood.
Right.
So he has, and you don't know his driving record. He could have accidents on his record. And especially if you caused an accident, they ding you for that. They increase your premium, right? So I think it's more of that.
Yeah. Right. No, I totally agree. So the one question I have for you is: are you familiar with the?
And I'm not taking up for QB. I was talking.
Oh, we got a delay.
Huh?
I think we have a delay.
We do.
You hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. I wanted to ask you about the Ime Udoka situation in Boston. Are you familiar with that situation?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that, as from a female perspective?
I think with him, he's shaded. Now, I'm a guy's chick, right? So I'm more in tune with how men are, and I do know that a lot of men have affairs. Like I get that, right? But with him, you don't shit where you sleep, right? And then I read that the woman he was messing with was the one that did the travel plans for Nia relocating. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, he's already a dog. All right, we've established that, right? But that's a stank ass, no good, trifling ass bitch. Like, really?
Well, she knew all the details.
Right. But the thing is he knew, and this is what really got me. Because a lot of men in the business, I've always told women this, a lot of men in the business, if you're going to be partnered, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're going to be partnered or married to one of these celebrities, a man with status and power, you're going to be cheated on. Because like Chris Rock said, a man is only as faithful as his options. A lot of men don't have options, but those kind of men have all the options in the world, right?
Right.
But this fool knew a couple of weeks before that this stuff was going to go public, and he still had her flown out there, relocated. He didn't give Nia any heads up. I was
Oh,
like, what?
he probably was ashamed.
Huh?
But he was probably ashamed. But still, you don't screw up the ladder though. I think that's where he went wrong. He screwed. There was the VP of finance wife.
The chat. See, Lord.
You see?
He's lucky he only got suspended. You think
Well,
they're gonna bring him back?
No.
Or they're just
No.
dangling above his head like
They doing the PC.
maybe not. Okay.
Because he messed with the money man. That's the money man. You know, VP of finance. So
Right. But okay, so I didn't hear that part because I was still waiting on the tea. Like, why her? Okay, a staff member. That's all they said. A staff member. And then a lot of the women within the organization I heard were upset because they didn't want to be, put out there like, is it her? Is it her? Is it her? Right? So it was the VP. Okay, so that explains it.
yeah, because anywhere else that would have kind of went away. You know what I mean? Like been handled
Right.
clandestinely. But
Well, that makes sense then. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, not the man that cuts the checks.
Yes. Kitchen Ministry dropped the link. I'll see if I can find that link and send it to you. And they broke it down. Like who she was married to, and they hired a law firm. That what really got my attention. Like, wait, you hired a law firm to do an investigation over an affair? I said, okay, something's going on. Something's going on.
There's more to the story too.
Yeah, there's more to the story. And then Matt Barnes with his messy ass.
He retracted his statement.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got on the phone. He said, I got on the phone and got inside scoop. And I was like, ooh, do tell. Because Matt Barnes is a bitch too.
Yeah.
He is a bitch. He is a gossiping bitch. So I was like, spill the tea.
Yeah, but they know he would be blackballed if he did. But that's embarrassing though. It's really embarrassing. Your wife is schooling the coach. Imagine what they, you're not good in bed. It's just
Child. Well, she
when the owner got to get involved.
I hope the husband wasn't a white man. I hope the husband wasn't a white man.
Was. Yes.
See, that's what it is.
Terry,
You got that big black Nigerian mandingo. Oh, so now all he's gonna be thinking about was his wife getting her back blown out by that big 6'6" mandingo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
You think so?
It's the beginning. You can't. No, because every time he looks at his wife, if she's white woman, all he's gonna be thinking about is her getting her back blown out by this big Nigerian mandingo.
Ema.
Ema. You remember Ra when he talking about he had to go to the bush to find this African woman, because you know how a lot of men were getting taken to court and being sued for divorce, and Johnny Carson's wife sued him for like $100 million, and she won that in the divorce, right? So he said he was gonna go to Africa and find, what was her name, Ibubu or something, and he said he didn't want her to speak English or anything, and he said she'd be like, Eddie, Abilabuku, Eddie. That's how that emo is. That man is done. He's gonna have to take his ass back to Nigeria and find him one of those bush women. Because he is dead.
Terry. I got a surprise for you, Terry. I'm gonna get you the tea that you wanted, Terry.
What?
We'll get you the Terry tea. All right, here we go. Hold on. Get you some Terry tea. This is why Terry came over here for some Terry tea. All right, here we go.
Yes.
All right, Terry, here's your tea. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Look at the screen.
That's her?
Mm-hmm. And that's her
Oh no.
husband.
Is he? Oh God. He risked he, he risked it all for that? You know what a friend of mine told me years ago? He said, because I said, why is it that a lot of these good looking black men go for these basic ass white women, right? Won't have anything. The ones that don't have anything to do with black women, the ones that, just strictly want white women. And I said, what is it? Because they have like the homeliest looking white women. And he said that their attitude is, but she white though. I said, oh, okay.
Really?
I said, okay. And it made, I had to wrap my brain around it because to a lot of black men, having a white woman is like that's like the supreme being in their mind.
Really?
You get it? Like
Yeah,
they
I
think
get
that
it.
she's
Yeah.
a token, like she's the supreme token. It doesn't matter that she's homely. It doesn't matter that she's 300 pounds and looks sloppy.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up Terry again.
She's white though. Like I got my white woman though. And I said, oh wow. Look at
That's
okay, well let me let you go if I'm breaking up.
okay, Tara. We'll resume this conversation another time when your connection is good.
Uh,
All right, that was therapy, giving us an interesting perspective on interracial relationships in marriage and cheating and stuff like that. So maybe we'll have a conversation about that interracial dating. Why black men? Let me choose my words carefully. Why black men date white women? I don't know. So, I just don't think that. I think he got Ime Udoka or whatever it is, Ema Udoke, whatever, got a big head. He thought he led the team on his first season to maybe the NBA Finals, and he thought he could get whoever he wanted to get and screw whoever he wanted to screw. That often comes with fame, acclaim. You think you could do everything you want to do. What's up, Teron? Oh, what's up? Uh-oh, that's random. What's up, Teron Heron? How you doing? And what else? Lemon. What's going on, Lemon? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up? William Carruthers. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'll drop the link real quick in case you want to come up and say anything. I'm about to close out the show. But you don't have to. I know you're busy. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And that's it. I mean, there's nothing else pretty much going on. Like I said, prayers up to the people in Florida. I mean, we got a lot of people in Florida, right? So prayers up to them, and hopefully they'll make it through and stuff like that. I don't like the scamming that I'll always say what I got to say against Pizarro. Pizarro, the storm didn't even make it there. She was already begging for money. That ain't cool. And now she wants to include her sound bites and her begging please and pleads or please. So yeah, I just because there's gonna be a lot of people in Florida that gonna need help after the fact. What's up, Lemon? How you doing?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Everything. How about you?
I just woke up from my nap. Deadass. I had my alarm set to because I know sometimes you don't always come on time. So I'm like, I can set my.
Ooh, you being shady. 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 Shady.
Yo, I was set at 6 o'clock. I set it to 6:30. I'm like, he gonna come around.
You shady.
So I overslept. No, dead ass. Listen, I had to get home. I had to cook. I had to wash real quick, and I did a quick workout. And I hit my little bleezy real quick, and I just fell asleep. And I just woke up. So I was like, let me see what's going on the YouTube streets. I know I had something to do. Then I pulled up, and then like I'm here. So what I missed? I know I
nothing.
I don't.
Somebody sent me a clip of Brianna getting bit by a dog or something like that. But I think Brianna may have won. Yeah, yeah. Check it out, Lemon. See, tell me if you see any resemblance.
Shadow, relax, Shadow. Shadow, relax. Shadow, stop. Shadow, you okay? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that? Yo, I would fucking kill my sandwich.
Yeah.
The only part that I agree with is the sandwich. You feel me? Brianna ain't been that size since middle school. But
hey, no next Simone. How you doing? Good to see you. She said, hey, Lemon.
No next. What do y'all come up with these names? Y'all be killing me, man. I swear. But you know, Brianna ain't been that size since middle school. Come on now. Yo, why was she mad at you the other day? What you do to her?
Oh, she was? I don't know. You gotta send me the clip. Because I didn't know she was mad. She always mad about something. She got it bad that she got to flee a hurricane.
It was okay. It was speaking of hurricanes. It was that day you spoke on that hurricane thing when you was like, oh, the only person.
Oh, you talking about who you talking about now?
I'm talking about Bree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to the Pizarro thing, but yeah, with the Bree thing, I was like, what did you do to her? Y'all beefing again?
I was defending her. What she's mad about?
She came live, you feel me? So after you spin the block on your corner and did your live, I wanted to go see like what was going on in the streets, and I click on. I promise you, she was going in. I'm like, whoa, you've been kind of being, you feel me? I would look at it as cordial.
Mm-hmm.
So
now, don't be mad at me because they want to take the whole Navy ships to get your ass out of Tampa. Don't be mad at me. I've been nice. I would say you the one that should be asking for cash apps and all that other stuff, not your thick tongue friend over there bragging that she on public assistance and proud about it. Or government cheese eating ass. So y'all stupid because y'all work to feed me. I'm like, who says that?
Whoa, who worked to feed her?
We do. People who go to work and pay their taxes. She's like, y'all, yeah.
Pizarro, I mean, I listen. Pizarro is, I try not to take what Pizarro say seriously because she does, run that troll shit up. You feel me? And I don't know. I really don't take much she say serious. I just look at her as what she identify herself as, which is a troll. You feel me? So I try my best not to. I know she ain't a computer, and I know them niggas ain't in no alien shit riding up in the earth. They too heavy for that. But I know they on ground level. But I don't really take what Pizarro say seriously. She just tries to keep the shit going. She tries to keep the entertainment shit up as much as possible, as messy as she can possibly be.
She's entertaining to you. She's entertaining to you. She's like a government.
Is she entertaining to me? Not really, but the fuckery that she keeps up is more entertaining. Does that make sense? Not her, but it's the
I think she's part of the problem of the world, making people go dumb. Like you watch her live, you come away dumb. You lost brain cells and you cannot get back. I'm straight up serious. Like you have to remove yourself from watching that if you want to make it through life, for real. Like if you want to drive, the next morning and know what green, red, and yellow is, do not watch her live because she will just turn your brain to mush. For real, for real.
I was dying when I saw you and her woo banging in your chat about about the whole Florida situation, and people all got upset with you talking about like, oh, he he it was something with dealing with Florida. Now they all like it affected all of Florida, and it was like, now what Sir King got to say? Is she trolling now?
No, it moved to the West. I mean, even it's still I stand by what I said because she begging and scamming. The thing is she just got done scamming like 5 days before. Then she came back and like, I see an opportunity. The shit was out in the ocean, right? And she already came on like, oh, let me get y'all need to send me cash outs. Like it ain't even like wasn't even next to the coast. It was still down somewhere by the Caribbean. Like what? Anyway, so
No,
that's what I
yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course. So I saw y'all banging in the chat. I was like, what is Pizarro doing over here? I thought but anyways, everybody claimed they don't watch you. But they
hit dog
somehow
holler, hit dog
right,
holler.
they somehow know what's going on over here, whether it's 10 motherfuckers in the chat, 100 plus, whatever, you still know what's going on over here. So I feel like you prove your point every time because if they responding, they're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Just like
So
we keeping our foot on Jay Wilson's neck about going after QB and $1,000 deductible. Like for real. Like that just anyway. Yeah.
I felt bad about the QB situation. You feel me? Because I understand. I to me, this is just my opinion. I don't feel like this is a junkie stunt. I don't feel like because when you think about it, like breaking out your car window, breaking out your column and all that kind of stuff, that's money you then have to put back into what you currently need repair, right? So in a sense, if you make money, you're going to pretty much you could make a little bit off of, but you're not making the full amount that you really want to benefit off of. So when I watch it, what was that chick name? She got this weird voice. She kind of sound like she's like a nerdy chick.
Okay, Kush.
No, that's QB homegirl. She's on Brianna and them side. She was saying something like, "Oh, I watched the video and he didn't have no broken glass." As soon as I clicked the video, I saw broken glass. I don't know if y'all know what broken glass look like, but it be everywhere. It's broken up into small ass little pieces. You feel me? And it be all over the thing. I saw like right in the, when you roll up your window part at that little where the when you roll your window all the way down, it'll come up from. You could see the broken glass, and then even when he was trying to turn the car, I heard the broken glass, and she was like, "It probably wasn't no broken glass." What was this chick name? I can't remember. She was on a panel. Nikki, I think her name is Nikki. Remember that Nikki chick? She used to click your link sometimes. She kind of sound nerdy.
Yeah, she sounds like she's running from something. Yeah. Okay, gotta go right.
So my thing that blew my top was a person can go live, show you proof of what's going on in their current life. You would question that, but a person can just come online screaming. She could have just hit the bottle a few times, hit her blunt, came up here spazzing because y'all gullible as hell. But listen, spend your money where you want to spend your money at. But y'all don't question that person, but y'all question a person who comes online with physical proof that their car was, vandalized and stuff like that. Y'all would question that proof. I'm talking about proof. But these other ninjas could just come online and something tragic could happen to them, and y'all want to just, hula hoop through a Cheerio for them. And I'm all like, that's crazy. Like, so it just showed me the biasness in our sector, which is cool. You feel me? Like I say, spend your money where you want to. But I feel like that was some fuck shit. But I don't expect much from people who are at war with each other because that's how they see each other. They're not gonna be like, oh, they feel bad, but they're still gonna be shady with it. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't try to take it personal. I'm like, this ain't my situation, but I knew they wouldn't believe his situation even if he show it. So I'm like, that's very telling of our area. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, it is what it is. But they try to jump on your back because they feel like you wasn't being you were trying to say that Pizarro wasn't affected by this whole hurricane shit or whatever's going on out there. I was like, what? That's not even what you said.
No, at the time I was saying it showed that the main point of impact would be in Tampa, not Miami. And actually, Miami was like out of the cone of concern. So I mean, why are you on here talking about you got to evacuate and lie to the people? That's all I was saying. I said, don't do that because then that ruins it for the whole area because they're not everybody gonna think like we be dishonest regarding our claims for help or whatever in the future. That's all I was pretty much saying. She said don't believe her, she lied. So why y'all mad at me? I mean, she said she lied.
I was seeing your name in all kind of shit. I'm like, hold on, whoa. But I know what you meant when you were, trying to say it. But of course, when a person don't like you, they're only going to see what the negative stuff you say, and not what you're fully trying to say. So I knew what you meant. I know you didn't mean no harm towards her way, because now everybody's affected by it. So that was very telling too. But then when she got on Brianna panel, she started talking about Pizarro. She started calling you all kind of fat B, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, but your panel holder is living her 1,000-pound YouTube life on YouTube. Like, it made zero sense. I'm like, how do y'all do that? Like, how do you rack? That's like me being on let me just use an example. I'm on a dark skinned person's panel, and I'm doing the darkest, colorist jokes. You don't think that hit the person, who platform this is? You don't think it hits them too? So how does that work? So like, if her bestie is, almost a ton, doesn't fat jokes hit her too, or does it not? It does skip around, and it doesn't apply to her because they're cool.
It doesn't apply to her because she's mentally trained herself to ignore those kind of, I guess, remarks to survive. I'm just saying, just like Brianna was sitting up there throwing shade at people begging and stuff like that, and like the person that was begging the most on here was sitting right next to her. So I guess, yeah. I'm like, damn, ain't this similar to what your friend just did? Talking about cash out, run the junkie store, but your friend just ran a junkie store too. I'm like, okay, that's just like delusional stuff for me. Like, damn, really? Anyway,
Yeah, Bree was saying something like to the extent that, like, if she gonna beef with you, that you got to be able to pull up some numbers, and your numbers got to be popping for her to kind of like want to whoop bang with you in any sense.
That's okay, Bree. You can have all the numbers you want, just like your scale says. I'll say off, on the low number side. Okay.
What?
Just want to talk about numbers. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
See, we ain't gonna never get on the same page. You feel me? I tried to get y'all on the same page. I thought you did a good job with being nice to Bree. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna get on a good page, but nah.
They don't want peace over there. They don't want peace. And then, so I was in somebody. I'm not giving no promo. So I was listening to the sky. I was listening to the sky. And so lovely love knows somebody or was friends with somebody that was taken out by Jeffrey Dahmer. Oof,
hold on. You was in somebody's live. You're not going to give them no attention. So I'm assuming, just based on how you're delivering this story, you're not cool with this person, or is there beef?
You're not cool with that person either.
I'm not cool with that person either. Can you type it in the back? I
don't know who you're talking. Rick James.
Rick James.
But bigger.
Rick James, but bigger.
No, sorry. No, not Rick James. Sorry, George Clinton. You know who George Clinton is?
Yeah, but bigger. Okay,
but
George Clinton.
But bigger. We playing charades, y'all.
George Clinton, but bigger. Okay. Can I get a different? Okay, give me something else. Can I get? That's it. That's all I get. And I gotta figure it out.
I'll put in the bad chat.
All right, that makes better sense. Because I'm like, I'll never get it. We'll be here all day. So I can run up 3 hours. Okay, let's see. Let me see who you say.
Yeah.
Moving right along. What was on that agenda? That ass, like.
Let's see if I can remember.
I'm not even going. Yeah,
exactly.
Damn.
But that's why
you should have said Mount Rushmore. I would have really got.
I don't think he even deserved to be mentioned in that context.
He ain't on that level. But I'm talking about head size is big.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying. That's where it was. I learned that Lovely Love got that connection, if you want to call that a connection.
Lovely Love got that connection. So, but is it? So did she go into detail? She was genuinely friends with. Is this a real story or is this just some drunk tale? Is this a real tale or drunk tale?
No, who knows? I don't know. I just heard
You
it.
okay? Based on what you heard, you
No,
believe
but
it?
he would. I don't know. Possibly. People
Cause
know it's a
you know
small.
a junkie stunt when it's pulled in front of your eyes. You know, like
But
I
I mean,
don't know about
I
this.
didn't hear her say that though. It was regurgitated on by him. What's up, y'all? Mean,
Oh, oh, he kind of repeated the story.
Port Charles Library says she has brought it up before. So, all right, well,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. I don't know, y'all. I don't follow. I like Lovely Love, but I don't follow her in her entirety. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch her every blue moon. I'll drop in, but I've never heard this story of her mentioning this. But if y'all got, you know,
Mm. I thought it was just
y'all
interesting. I
know
thought
about
it
it.
was just.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
but listen to this though. The person now,
Okay.
this is another charade. I already mentioned it to the audience, but the person who had one of the eeriest things similar regarding the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing happened to them over here, is all wrapped up in it, and it's saying they are quitting the beef sector. I was like, what? And they are fascinated by this whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing. And once again, they had something similarly eerie to them happen in this, I won't say same capacity, but involving death. Oh, but you ain't gonna get that one, I don't think. I was just like, wow, how interesting is that?
So you want me to figure out another ninja that's quit the beef sector, but
They
their
said they
upbringing
are.
is similar to this.
Mm, yeah.
Bro, we gonna be here all day.
Don't worry
Damn.
about it. Well, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. I'll put it
Okay,
in the.
so
I'll
what's your?
put it in the chat.
It's Vector.
Yeah, right now.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't see it.
Right there you go. Okay. Sorry, y'all, because we can't say what we're gonna say because this start a whole bunch of other bullshit.
Right along. What the fuck is up with your list today, bro? What the fuck is this? You
I'm just telling you what I see. I'll just tell you what I see. Hold on, let me share the screen so then he know what we're talking about. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Not that one. Okay. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Andre the Giant. She will be back. She'll be back.
what the okay. Why is everybody leave? Okay, I like it. I love when you leave and chase your passion or chase a new venture for yourself. I think that's amazing. I think you should try something different. You feel me? I've just noticed a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, I'm leaving. I'm done." Like, do you think at some point the beef sector sort of become a place where it's like, um, in my reader voice, you become stagnant? So there's no growth, there's no progress. But you want to try something different. You want to try to elevate and you know kick your shit up off the ground, like from like the ground up. Like
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
when things become stagnant, when things become stagnant, then they say, "I want to try something else," but then they'll be back with something else, reels them back in. It's just interesting. And at the end of the day, it's this area is very entertaining. It does have its low points, but you know, mm, and
Yeah, I
also
don't want
people are very
nobody to stay
selfish.
stagnant.
People are very selfish. So when the attention is off of them, they throw in the towel, and then see they moving on, they quit because the attention is off of them. Because they're so used to the attention, and people stop showing interest in them, or for whatever reason, they stop going live. So,
But do you think there's for the ones who like to be mentioned a lot or be consistently wrapped around the drama, do you think there's a like life expand in the beef sector as far as how far you will go until like you become a dud? Like, do you think there's like a
well, that hold on one second. That comes on. That comes the part of, are you really talented, right? Because you got to always re-innovate and innovate to keep yourself engaging and entertaining. All right, hold on. We got a person coming to the stage. What's up, Hard Candy? How you doing?
Hi guys, how you doing?
hey hard candy?
Hi
Good, and you?
chat.
Long time no see.
I
Right, I
know.
remember hard candy. Hey,
Hey, well, I just came up to talk about the hurricane situation for a minute because
Okay.
because I lived through Katrina. I think that taking this thing lightly is not a good thing to be for people in Florida. Um, a lot of people in New Orleans took it lightly, and we lost a lot of people because people don't didn't evacuate, not because they didn't want to evacuate. It's financially, some people just can't leave, pick up and leave. And every time around this time of year, I won't say depressed, but I get anxiety about how people don't understand. Um, you know, I get Pizarro's doing her content, but I don't find that it's a joking matter. It's like she not leaving because she don't want to leave. But there's people who desire to leave and can't leave. And I wish the government would be more proactive instead of reactive when it comes down to getting people out of the city. Telling people to evacuate is one thing, but giving them the means to evacuate is a whole nother game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We lost. We would never be the same here. You know, mentally, physically. It took a lot, and people, if you ever lived through what we lived through, I wish that people would pick up and leave and not think about the finances. Like people don't leave because if I go and there's no hurricane, I'm spending all this money in a hotel, then what, right? I spent my rent money to leave, and then a landlord want their money, right? It's a lot of factors of why people don't leave, but to be on YouTube and take it so lightly because why she think there's a platform and that people don't listen to some of the shit people say. People for whatever reason take what she says as face value, right? And it's nothing that Laura is doing wrong, but the audience, when you got people that think that they shouldn't leave because somebody is telling you they're not leaving or cash at me, joking about it. But some people in her, right in her camp, may need financial money, and Preserve may not be in a bad situation like other people, right? I don't know her
Yeah.
situation, but I don't think it's nothing to play with. And I'm not disrespecting her, I'm not coming down on her, but because I lived it, I think people need to take it more serious as platform holders to understand that evacuation is the best thing to do, even if nothing happens. But because we witnessed so many deaths in New Orleans and Louisiana, that I think people should leave. If the government say leave, leave. But when the government don't give you a way out, that's the problem. A lot of people don't have a way out. They just telling you to evacuate, but there's no
Right.
bus ticket, where there's no uh, money that they're giving you, to put gas in your car. I think if the government
Mhm.
be more proactive with people doing hurricanes or make hotels available for people when and pay for the hotel so that people can have somewhere to stay. Because not everybody have family. I was lucky; I had family. I had somewhere to go. Not
Right.
everybody has people that are going to take them in a time of a pandemic and monkeypox. Everybody not taking everybody in their home right now, and I don't blame them. So if the government can be more proactive around hurricanes and national disasters, um, fires, whatever it is, to set up that they open up these hotels for these people, we could save more lives.
I'm right with you. I totally agree. And a lot of people don't understand that it's financial constraints, just why people don't want to leave, and also the fear of the unknown. So, and some people don't have, like you said, family members and so forth. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
And
well,
also I'll go ahead. I'll go after you.
no, love, go ahead.
I was gonna say often, and I don't want to put this on our people, but like sometimes we are a little hard headed when we hear warning signs about like disasters coming our way. We tend to think, we try to think optimistic, and we try to be like, oh well, it could happen, but maybe not. So they don't actually take it as serious as maybe like like as it could happen, like you said, like it was too late for when you were affected by
Katrina.
Let me drop off. I'll drop the link for him again.
Right. But it's the fact that it's not so much that when you're used to hurricanes coming by and passing you by, you just think, oh, this one passed by, so I can wait it out. And we did it. It was 40 years from the time Katrina happened before. It was 40 years to that date that a hurricane had hit and destroyed New
my
Orleans.
bad,
It was
y'all.
called Hurricane Bessie, right? But we went 40 years without a hurricane that was that bad,
Yeah,
right? So people tend to say, well, I can give you a prime example. Before Katrina, there was another hurricane. We evacuated. The state we went in got hit, and New Orleans didn't. So we were stuck in a state that got hit by the hurricane. When we evacuated, it went to the state that we evacuated to, right? So people, it took 19 hours to go from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, and that's only an hour drive. It took 19 hours to go from one city to the next city, and it's a
yeah,
lot on people, right? It was just an hour drive, but once you got that contraflow, it takes forever to get out. If you wait to the last minute, what took an hour drive became a 19-hour drive. People died in the process of trying to leave because people got sick in the car and a hurricane didn't happen. So people think about all this. Mentally, it's a lot on you to keep packing up and leaving. But
yeah.
I mean, you live in a state that have hurricane tornadoes. California got fires. Everybody has something to deal with, right?
We got
But
earthquakes too.
Yeah.
right, but the government, in their mind, you know, most of our people don't have cushions to fall up on, a credit card to run up, you know what I'm saying, to leave and think about paying the bill later. When you living from paycheck to paycheck and you got 3 or 4 kids and the hotel is charging you $200 a night, come on, what you do with that, right? So it's a lot. And I just think that we need to, as people, when you on the platform, when much is given, much is required. I know we think we in a beef sector, but sometimes you got to put the beef aside to realize this is a national disaster, and don't play with it. Don't downplay it. And I wish everybody make it out. I wish nobody get hit by it. But just take it serious that these things are not to be played with.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you. I totally agree. That's why I have an issue with it. It's not something to play. It's a real life situation. So to sit up there and do that, it's kind of somewhat, not desensitized, but somewhat, cause people not to care, or think it's a joke when it's really a real life serious matter. All right, here, random. What's up, random?
What's up, y'all?
what
Hi,
Miss
up,
Hard
random?
Randall.
Candy, I just wanted to come up here and say thank you, knowing that I battle with my sister with these same issues about being careful and not taking things for granted. It means a lot to hear somebody, especially in this sector, to come up and bring the real facts. Not just SK bringing us the news, but expounding and having somebody out here that's really got this knowledge under their belt that knows how serious a situation can get. Before you left this panel, honey, I had to come up here and just give you your accolades, your kudos. I appreciate you for it. And that's
Oh,
really
you
the only
got
reason I came up here.
thanks, but listen, I can't. I was debating because I try not to come and hit panels no more to be a part of the foolishness. But when it comes down to this, it almost it's like I have to speak on. I can't hold stuff in that I know that could benefit. If it benefit one person, I did the job that I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes, ma'am.
we lost people. I mean, not only did we lose lives, there's people to this day have never mentally bounced back from Katrina. It's almost like a PS. When you see water, when you hear rain, or it it, it does something to us. We think about all the loved
PTSD.
ones we lost. We lost family members. I mean, drown.
Mm.
My cousin walked by day by just trying to get to a safe place. Kids dead floating in the water while you trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
yes, there was some people that did the looting because they were just mentally gone. New Orleans is never coming back. It will never be the same. I don't care how much they try to profit off of tourism. We one of the biggest, baddest cities in the world, and it's not because it's the people that's from here. It's the people that came down after us and just making a muck of the city. And we just don't know how to bounce back, and it'll never be the same. And I wish for my grandkids they will never have to be in the city because there's nothing here. All our
mm.
roots, all of our family, everything is gone. And when you ever been through that situation, you don't wish that on your worst enemy. That's why I wish the people like Dolby and Brianna and Pizarro take this serious, even if you don't evacuate. Don't make it seem like it's not an imminent situation. We are in danger every time there's a hurricane, earthquake, or fire. We need to recognize, and it's our people that suffer more than anybody. I don't care what people tell you. Our people perish more than anybody during any kind of disasters.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna drop back down in the chat because it is an emotional subject for me because I got family and friends in the path of the storm. But I just wanted to make sure I got the opportunity to tell you from my mouth.
Right.
Thank you for giving your testimony and coming forth and telling us what you've been through. Because reliving things like that, it definitely is hard, but it is something that's needed so that other people can learn so that we all can be better in the end. And thank you, SK, for bringing me up. What up, Let me know? And I'm back in the chat. Peace, y'all.
What up,
All right. Good night.
Random?
Thank you, Random.
Yeah, I 100% agree with what you're saying right now. So if I know they claim they don't watch Sir King, but if you can have one message to them, the ones that's actually currently in Florida, the content creators, because people do listen to what they have to say, and sometimes they don't take it as serious as maybe us, like viewers. It's like watching what's currently going on and keeping up with the news and stuff like that. What would be your message to them so they can like take heed to what you're saying, because what you're saying is very real and you lived through it. Um,
It's always this better safe than sorry. And when you got
yeah,
kids involved, you think about um their experience. They just did a documentary of the kids that survived Katrina. Them kids would never be the same. Yes, they went on to go to college and try to live a productive life, but they had to go through counseling to make it through this foolishness because it, we didn't lose a block. We lost a whole city. A whole city was destroyed. We was displaced. We was called refugees. We was treated like we was from a third world country. Um, and yes, because of Katrina, FEMA has changed a lot of things because they they let the ball drop and blamed people for all the mistakes that FEMA made because it was never had never been experienced that way. So we was the model for what not to do during a hurricane. And I wish people would take it because FEMA is not giving the money like people think, like we got for Katrina, right? Because we got money, but it wasn't money, it wasn't worth to talk about, right? The money couldn't never pay back for what we got went on, right? So why are people saying, I hear them people saying, oh, well, we're going to get money and all that. That money is not worth losing one person, losing your mind, having gone through counseling, never being the same. It's not worth it. It's not. So to me, if it just means you go take a mini vacation and you go around go down the street and be by your family for a day or two, and you miss out on a job, and a job don't want to let you off. All these excuses that we took for granted to say, well, my job don't want me to take off. Well, where's your job now? The job is gone. Your
hmm
kids, or your kids being misplaced. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but we got to understand nothing is worth your life. There's no job, there's
yeah,
no school, there's no men who don't want to go find somebody else to get out. My sister, her was left back here. We, I mean, the stories that we heard, the ones that was left behind. This thing, how I am, and I wouldn't. I was evacuated. But think about the people who didn't evacuate. If you hear these stories, Lemon, you will never want to be left alone again. No matter if the rain come down. If they just say it's raining, people take it serious. Take it serious. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. And I
No,
know
I
people
totally
want to
agree.
donate to people, and people talk about Cash App. No, if the Cash App is not to get them out, you should not be giving people Cash App to stay and play. This is not a play kind of situation.
So
I
you
agree.
so with the warnings that's been put out and what's currently going on, you advise people to evacuate. Don't stay put because it's very dangerous. You don't know what you're going to be faced upon. So the best thing to do is like travel, wait for it to pass, and then come back and see what's left over, pretty much. But don't jeopardize your family or anybody just for trying to sit comfort and wait for it to pass over. Don't take this lightly.
Right, the last hurricane we had last year, um, our lights was off for 7 days. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. Our lights was off because went to my friend's house and we stood in his house for 3 weeks. He opened up his house for 3 weeks because we couldn't come home. My house wasn't destroyed, but the city couldn't get our lights back on. My sister got her lights back on within 7 days, but my lights wasn't on. I lost, all the food we had. Everything was, we had to go. I cleaned out my kitchen, my refrigerator before we left because in my mind, I always think the worst now. So I cleaned and threw everything away. So when I came home, I didn't have magnets and everything and people had in your house, like bugs in your house, and you got to go through all that stuff. So it just, unless you ever lived it, you don't want to live that again.
Hmm.
So I just wish them, I wish them the best. I wish them the best, and that's for everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody in Florida that is on YouTube, I wish you the best. And some people gonna need help after this. Helping them now. That's if they're not going, dedicate your money to people that want to get out, not the people that want to stay. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if somebody chooses to stay and somebody needs to go, give them that money to put in their gas tank to get out of the city.
Hmm. Well, I agree, and I don't think it should be made a joke of. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So
I didn't watch none of Pizza Hut live today, but was she not like nonchalant with it? Was she like kind of like, I wouldn't say not taking it as serious as it is, but was it like what vibes did y'all get? Did y'all both watch her today and how she handled dealing with what they're going through currently? Because I didn't
No,
see
I
her
didn't.
today.
I don't watch her today. I heard her. I think it was yesterday. Make a statement
Hmm.
about Cash App her. And here's the thing: people from New Orleans still joke about Katrina, but it's not those that was originally from. Like we having a hurricane party. That's nothing to joke about. And those that been here and went through it, we don't find nothing funny. And you saying you want to have a hurricane party, right? Because those that did stay behind, they'll tell you the hurricane, people was raped, people violated, people died, people, uh, it just, you will never be the same. It's almost like taking me and putting me in war, and want me to come home feeling okay about war later, right? The
Yeah.
police, it just changed your whole perspective on life. And I think that because she never experienced that in a hurricane, she will be complacent. She do feel complacent because she never been through it. And it's nothing that she's doing wrong. I'm just asking as a person who been through it to reconsider your stance of ever not leaving in a hurricane. This if you got kids, you take your kids out of harm's way. That's all. Take your kids out of the situation.
mm,
And it's nothing against her. I promise you, I don't think that she's meaning. to be that way, because she never had to deal with a hurricane in a magnitude that we had. They don't see it the same. They
Yeah.
don't see it the same, and she won't see it the same. But I wish that people would let New Orleans be an example to everybody to just walk away and come back and look for your stuff later.
I totally agree, and I feel like in any moment that, because you experience this, you live this, this is like watching this go on in Florida. It's like a reminder of something you already experienced. So I always think you should hit the link and tell them like what's really on your mind, because it's genuinely coming from the heart. This isn't a place of who like who and who's beefing with who. You're just looking out for the people in its entirety. So um I'm just thankful that you came up here and told us this. I had no idea you experienced this. But when this kind of stuff go off, I feel like you should click their links and give, you know, what you've experienced and stuff, so they can take it a little bit more serious. Sometimes these people need to hear the real, because often we're surrounded by people who are like yes men, or they're just up there to stroke your ego. But we need people like you who live this, that can go up there and say, hey, this is a serious matter. So I just appreciate this moment that you're sharing with us. I know it was a tragedy for you, but um I like your insight on what's currently going on. You're taking this very seriously, so they should too.
Yeah, most definitely so, especially, because it just sets a bad precedence, if they're not serious about it, and then after the fact, they wish they would have been more serious, right? So we do appreciate you coming up, Hard Candy, and sharing those sentiments. And hopefully, people will hear this, and, if you feel courageous enough to go and hit other links and let them know, hey, y'all need to be more serious about this,
I,
because there are people, subscribers, who are going through this.
well, Sir King, you do know that I don't hit other links, and I would never do it
Right.
because I listen to their perspective on life is just not for me, right? I don't
No,
judge other people. I know that I could come here and have a civilized conversation with you because I know you, right?
mhm.
And, and I just know not to. I just know not to put myself in because I don't take kindly to people disrespecting the situation, but I'm not going into a lion's den and expecting
Right,
a good outcome. I
right.
just know the outcome it's not going to be good. And
No,
once you know better, you do better. And I know better. I know that if they can hear from this platform, hey, que sera, sera. But I'm not going to put myself in the situation that to bring myself to people that already prejudge you about who you might like or who you didn't like, or
Yeah.
whatever they misgivings is about a person.
right.
That's their battle, right?
And
No,
that's
totally.
sad that you can't even, despite when a worldwide situation is going on, you can't even just give honest commentary or your perspective on something based on whoever we like over here. I feel like when something's going on like this, it's out the window with who we support, who we like. That's not even a factor. You know what I'm saying? It's just based on what you experienced. You're giving them, knowledge and stuff like that maybe they're not knowledgeable about. But I feel like that's kind of sad to me that you can't even. And I get where you're
The,
coming from. You know what I'm saying? Mhm.
the stench of their persona,
Yeah.
won't be ever be, permeated by a serious matter like this. And that's why we have what we have, and our platform is the way it is. So when we do have serious topics, there is a source for people to come to and to hear the
Yeah.
truth of the matter, because they are who they are. And let's just be real. Whether it be a war or whatever, they are who they are. They don't joke about it until it lands into their front door. And by that time, it's too late. So that's why we
Yeah.
are and do what we do.
That's
Before I
sad.
forget, Hard Candy, I need you to look in the back chat. Somebody wanted me to communicate something to you, so make sure you look and get the information back there. Okay.
And let me just say this publicly, y'all. When stuff is going on like this, like despite who you support and who you like, if someone want to come up there and just give you some advice and stuff they experience, I think it's very knowledgeable. I think it's very important that you should just listen to them. It's not about who they support and who they like at that moment. If they're telling you something real, just listen, and if it don't apply to you, just let it fly. But that's sad that she already knew that if she went to someone else's platform, they'll probably be like, oh, you like such and such. They won't even take the message that she's trying to tell them.
Yeah.
They'll just associate her with who she supports and stuff. That's crazy.
Well, I think that they would have been like, oh, don't come up here telling us, you know how that gets.
Yeah, of course. She didn't want to argue. She just trying to, hey, I experienced this. I've been through this, and I'm just here for this. But to already know in the back of your head that if you might click a link somewhere else, that you're walking into like a lion's den, I feel like that's crazy because
she knows the
we're the
landscape.
beef sector.
She knows the landscape.
Yeah, but it's just sad. It's just sad that we can't just come together when it's important. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, you always say that because listen, Sir King take the fall for a lot of things, but he always, even in his messiness, sometimes there's a message to be getting right. But
Yeah,
but here's the thing: when you know better, you do better, and I I guarantee you, they don't know better because it comes a time to put the beef aside, even down to the little thing with QB. You know, you just went through something last week, and you still want to question somebody whether they what went on with them, Pizarro, if QB. You just went through a bad situation, and the people came together to help you.
yep,
Why would you then question another man's situation? If this say it was fake, why would you, out of all people, put your mouth on that situation when we just got you out of a situation? You see how it don't make sense?
yeah.
It don't make sense of what we doing. And I was glad she was able to get the help because I don't know if it's real or not, but she was able to get the help she needed for her situation. And then you turn around and down another person for being in need. That's not being
Exactly.
selfish.
And,
That's ignorance.
and he actually came live and showed like you could tell, you can hear it in his voice. Like I know when someone's pulling a junkie stunt. You feel me? I've lived long enough. Well, at least I think I've lived long enough. I want to be able to use that term. But I could hear it in his voice. Like you could tell he was fed up with the shit. He was at his wit ends. Like he was done. And they don't understand. Chicago is really, it's a rough place. It's a really rough place.
Hey, I live it. Live it. That's why I know that he's not lying. I know that
Yeah.
if you could walk out your door and you will see a lot of things that you would think you was in Vietnam if you walked into New Orleans right now. And if people don't, I pray that my daughter get my grandkids out of the city. I really do, right? But until you live it, you and that's why I could sympathize and empathize with QB yesterday when he was talking. You trying to make a living, try to do things right, and people who don't have no regard for life, for your property, for nothing, they lost, so they don't care about that car, and you need to get to work. And if destroying another person's property, they don't have no regard for life. So guess what? You don't get no respect in out here trying to make a living and go home and go in your house and be a good citizen. They don't give a damn about that. They don't care that. Well, I'm not gonna mess up QB car because he go to work every day. He don't buy. They don't care about that. They're looking for what they can get, and half of the time they're not getting nothing. My daughter was carjacked. She was carjacked out her car. Still have been six
Wow.
months or so. So it's a lot that people go through. And when we get here, yet everybody want to talk about the B sector, we need a relief and all this kind of stuff. But come on now, when are you gonna know to put the beef aside and recognize that some things are serious on here and not to put your mouth on it? If you don't have nothing good to say about the situation, be quiet. It'll come out if he's lying about it. When you doing wrong, it gonna come out. I don't care who you think you are and who you think you hiding behind. If you around here scamming people, you're not gonna benefit for the money you're getting. I'm telling you, you're not gonna benefit, not in the
Exactly.
long run. So I don't care who you scamming. The best scammers on here are not having good luck because guess what? They got to keep coming back on here scamming.
Yeah, and I feel like for a person that, like you said a week ago, was in a situation to where something went on with their bank. Now we don't know if it was true or not. We didn't see proof. We didn't see nothing. We just saw somebody hysterical going off and popping off, and we had to take that person's word for value. And to me, I'm gonna stay out of that. But I feel like he showed proof, and they still questioned that. I was like, how do you question? So he
Jealousy.
broke his window,
Jealousy.
broke his column for some cash apps and super chats. That it doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? When you know how about cars and stuff like that, and the repairs and stuff like that, and how long it can possibly take. Because even when he was trying to move his car for the tow people, he didn't even know if his. And then when he tried to turn his car, the steering wheel was hard to turn and shit. They were like, "Well, he could still drive because the car could start. That's okay." He never said his car didn't start. It fucks up everything when you're trying to turn your car. Imagine him on a road with a broken column and shit trying to turn, and he calls an accident, some shit, just because his car started. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine him mentally just couldn't do anything because he didn't even think somebody had to ask him to go try to start the car. He was mentally just out of it. When something happened to you tragically, and I know people say it was just a car. No, it was just his transportation. That was his everything. It's not just a car. It's just a car to those who don't know that I need to get from A to B to survive in this city. So why are you thinking it's just a car? This is my livelihood, right? It's
Yeah,
not just a car. It's not just a house. It's not just an apartment, right? These people trying to
exactly.
make it from day to day, you know. And I watch a lot of people scam on here. I got to call the thing again. A lot of them beg all the time for these subscribers, right? And I
Yeah,
think the one thing I always tell people, I watch people will give to these people and probably won't get in there for $10. I'm not impressed by all this money that's being thrown around on a app, and you won't even help your neighbors half of the time. Won't even make sure your neighbor can get out the city for a hurricane. Won't even make sure their kids are safe, right? I watch it go on in my city that some people be willing to do something for somebody else and won't even do it to your neighbor. So I'm not impressed with strangers doing stuff to strangers. And I know that people need to support these people content on this app. But I'm talking about what is your intent to give it to somebody who is this if I give my money to somebody who I watch talk about kids, do all this stuff and be so dogmatic and disrespectful, why would I just give you money when I could just take that money and give it to somebody else on this app that's doing good, that got good content, that's not always ready to beef and making up lies to beef, right? It's one thing to be in a beef. I watch all these lives be betrayed, and then you think that that's your best content creator, and you sit there and not because they like you, Pizarro, that they're doing it for you. They don't care about you enough to tell you, I want you to leave. Take this money and get out. That's what a good, you know, and I know they got people tell her to leave on this app. I'm talking about them other the so-called 10 or 15 people that's always think she got their back and would have give her money for bullshit to cut somebody out, to be in mess. But there's people on the app that do care about her, and I guarantee they want her to leave. But they got people really pay for bullshit for people to be dogmatic and trifling on this app, and I see it all the time. That's why I backed away from the B sector because while I enjoy being a part of B sector, I don't enjoy watching our people destroy each other for a penny because they're not making that much money to do the things we doing on this app. And that's the honest truth. We doing too much. It's one thing to roast and gag, you know, but it's another thing to be, threaten people's lives and do all this for the B sector and not watching. You don't want your content creators to rise above the mess and do something better for themselves.
wow. I didn't know you. Yeah, thank you for that. I didn't even know you kind of like fell back. You feel me? But so you kind of stopped watching the beef sector as much as you used to because it kind of got like more dark and evil from what you.
I had to check myself and what I was a part of, what part I played in, you know, and even if it's on the small level of thinking that anything was okay to be. I don't care if I like the creator, if I don't like the creator. How much what am I putting out that is making people think that it's okay? I'm not saying that I'm going to make a change by leaving, but I had to make a change for myself. I had to go within myself and ask myself how much of this is content, how much of this is good energy, and and I could truly say when I've been around on Sir King panel, I enjoyed the bickering and stuff because he didn't have, to me, a malicious intent. Even with him beefing with, I can even say for 5 days, they went back and forth, they banter. He said little things that I didn't always agree with. But his intent was not to harm her at the end of the day, not to wish harm on nobody. It's one thing to beef and a joke and to say your opinion. But when you start wishing death on people, and I'm in a chat and you wishing death on somebody, and I'm giving you a quick interview, what do that say about me?
That maybe you just see it as entertainment. I mean, that's the thing that we all struggle with. I mean, well, that people say it was entertainment. I think they use the entertainment as an excuse to allow the behavior to continue. So, but
Entertainment. When I go to a movie, people are acting. They're getting paid for to be a bad guy. These people are, listen. Your character, it speaks volume when it's your reputation. You can't tell me that when you think about these people and some of the things they do, you just think that that's not their real life. I think that's who you are. I can't see that you want to joke and wish somebody child dead and could go home and turn that off.
I agree. I totally agree. I say people show who they are, no matter how much they try to change or say they are persona. You slip up. Slivers of who
Right.
you are come out. If you're not that person, why would that ever come to fruition if that's not who you are?
And listen, I'm not saying I haven't had bad thoughts about somebody who did me wrong, right?
Right?
But guess what? I don't put myself in harm's way to deal with that person either, right? Once somebody show me, you know what? Listen, I don't wish nothing bad on you. And if I see you in 10 years from now, I'm not trying to be your friend, and I'm not trying to make you be put in a state of mind that you didn't change. Because I know I have. I've grown, and I'm a different person than I was 10 years ago. But I don't care if you change. I know what I am. I know that I change, and because I don't know that you change, I don't put myself around you to figure it out. I don't wish no harm on you, but when you're dealing with an application and somebody that's just constantly being evil all day, every day, as we watching them, I got to call a spade a spade.
Right. Right. I totally agree. And we can't let everything just go. Oh, is that common thing? It's the beef sector. No, no, that's no.
That's why I got to realize that, like, and I have nothing against Jay Wilson, but he
Right.
talk about God all day long, and talking about corn keep me here. Well, guess what? When is God gonna keep you here to make a change, right? Because corn keeping you here, but when is God gonna keep you here to show people that you can rise above this and you can be the God that you say you worship? That's why I'm gonna find nothing he's doing. It's funny because I listen to him and I realize this man is all about a dollar, and that is his God. So when he said, "Corn, keep me here," he should say, "God, the Almighty dollar keep him here." Because ain't
And
no
you
way you gonna be a minister doing the stuff that you're doing and always trying to make it be like you living such a good life and
and you know
justify what you're doing and with the Bible. You can't
what's
do it.
so what's so dangerous about that is that a lot of people even struggling with their relationship with God and even trying to understand if there is a God, and to see someone who is so say they are so knowledgeable and advanced in their understanding of God act the way that he does, I think causes a further strain for those people who are trying to develop a relationship with God. And as you know, I don't know anybody that knows the price of admission to get into heaven, right? So all
Right.
this coin, is going to suffice the price to get into heaven? And I think he don't even know that. So I hope you know what he's doing.
You know what? Let me say this. He do know it. He know that the lifestyle he living ain't getting him in heaven. And I'm not just talking about homosexuality. I'm talking about your backbiting. Everything you doing that's mental. I'm not talking about sleeping with a man because we look. I slept with a man and had a baby, and I'm no more better than him because the Bible says fornication just as wrong as homosexuality. So I'm not talking about the physical act of him being with a man. I'm talking about the diabolical mental state he's in of causing havoc on the street and using, and then want to preach God. You can't serve two masters. You just can't.
Mm,
And that's
mm,
why I couldn't, that's why I had to take my stuff out of this because either you believe that God is real and when much is given, much is required. If, if a, I'm going to give you a prime example. If there's an accident on the plane, me being the person that is not into medicine, and I have a doctor on the plane, what is required of me is different than what's required of him. Now I can help somebody, and guess what? Oh well, but you are required to help them because
mhm.
that's your oath. You took an oath as a so wherever you at, you can't stop being a doctor because you're on a plane. You want to be a regular civilian. You are so he's a preacher. You can't tell me as a preacher when you come on this application, you expect to act like a person with no sense, but you made an oath to God to lead the people, and people are following you, and you think you're not going to have to answer for your foolishness, you're not going to get away with it. I don't care what nobody say. Coin can keep him here, but he's going to answer to a higher power for being an asshole on this application and doing it in the name of God. You can't. You can't serve two masters. You just can't. You made an oath when I didn't. Now I am respected to act right because I say I fear God. But you are demanded to act right because you say you're representing God. It's totally two different people, right?
Yeah, he's not being the ambassador of God's will on this earth. So
Right. And he shouldn't come on here and tell people that, right? And trying to make excuse for him being a homosexual and God don't judge. Yes, he does. He said none. He said no homosexuals, no fornicators, no adulterers, no liars. He named everything that he said that he's not going to accept. So what makes you think that if your sin is good, that he's going to be okay with my sin?
mm,
So that's what I'm saying. He's a hypocrite at best. And it have nothing to do with him being with a man. Because guess what? Before he slept with a man, he was a black spirit. Period. And that's
right.
and I hate that. Like I said, I don't click the link to talk about these people, but he's gonna pay for Coin keeping him here and being who he said and using his ministry to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And what was I gonna say? And I agree with you. And I don't think no sin is greater than the others. I know we got some in the chat that might disagree because I saw you, y'all. I saw you, disagreeing and stuff. Um, so okay, when you said the whole, go ahead, Esker.
That's not. I didn't say anything.
Oh, so when you brought up the, the sins and stuff, I feel like some people in the chat might look at it like, well, all sins is the same. So can you speak more clear about that? Because I don't want them to make it seem like it's like this bashing of just because they're the
No,
same. Okay.
that's what I say. It's not because he's a homosexual that I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with being homosexual. Because guess what? If I got a problem, I got to have a problem with me having a baby out of wedlock. I'm no better than him. He say no, I'm no better than Jay Wilson if I haven't changed from my ways. If I still being with a man and not being married, I am no better than him being with a man and being gay. I am no better than him. That's why I say it's not the homosexual thing I have a problem with. It's all the other shit he's keeping up on YouTube. His
Yeah,
personal life, it's not his personal life I got a problem with. It's his YouTube life that is contradicting of him being a minister.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his personal life. I don't care what he do in his house when his lights off. I don't care. I got a nephew right now. This transition from a man to, and I tell him all the time, you don't have to answer to me. You got to answer to God. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna love you regardless. But I told him you are wrong, just like I'm wrong. If the Creator said no, 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 and anything you do other than what He said, you got to answer to it. I don't care who you are. Period. So I'm not talking about his life in the back of YouTube. I'm talking about what we see on YouTube. That this is diabolical. It's not serving the people for him to be up here and that um 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 Jay Dunn come up and then Bammy come up and they talking all that sex stuff and all that he wouldn't hear all that foolishness and there's no end, it's no end to it for him. He said, Corn, keep him here. And Corn gonna be the one that send him to the lake because you cannot serve two masters. Period. And that goes for me too though. It don't just go for him. It goes for all of us. If you thinking that you gonna be okay with what you're doing and that it may affect somebody in a small way, you're gonna answer for those things.
I totally agree with you. We've been saying that, and I think like he's been getting warnings. Like God warns you before he reacts. Like what is it? The before destruction. There's warning before destruction. So he's getting these things, and although this may be a virtual application, he's not like you said. He's not doing a sketch and stuff like that. He's talking about people's real life situations and circumstances. Unlike a Chris Rock or a Martin Lawrence, they usually go on things that they've done a sketch about, right? And I feel like he further compounds the mental anguish and turmoil that people are going through when they're trying to get themselves out of the situation, right? You know, so and then like I said, I wouldn't care if he didn't have that religious element to him, because he would just be another content creator. But I think one thing you don't do is you don't play with God, because a lot of people are struggling and they're taking religion out of schools, they're taking religion out of everywhere. So to see someone who says they are well, versed in the ways of the Lord and knowledge of the Lord, and then to do the direct opposite of such is very confusing to a lot of people. So that's why I stay
And,
on his ass.
and you remember one time he tried to he told the line a lot of the time, and once his page got taken away, that line only got told. He broke the line and he came out swinging and doing everything that he tried his best not to do. Right? He used to be sneaky messy. Now he just don't give a damn. And you know, and he's really he's gotten besides himself in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways.
Right, and the coin is not of God. The coin could be of. I told you before. There's two entities in this world. There's good and evil, and evil will also reward you as well for you to keep doing what you're doing. Just because you're getting money and these material possessions don't mean they are from God. They could be from the evil entity whose work you're doing, and he will keep enriching you so you keep doing what you're doing.
What the scripture say, what is it to a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Because you could gain all that. And he said he make $3,000 a month on YouTube.
Mm.
And I'm saying it worked your soul at the end of the day. And that's what all of us have to ask that. Not just him, but I'm saying because he professed to be a minister. Rest of us just regular Joes living our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I got to have a conscience and I'm not the one who gonna be able to point you to God, so to speak, but he is the one who said he could point you to God. He could pray for you and he could do all the things that a minister does. But yet you be so a vile person. I'm telling you, your punishment gonna be different than mine. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be punished. I never told people if I'm doing a sin, but his punishment gonna be greater. Period. It's got to be. Your punishment got to fit the crime.
I agree, and I think like we doing our due diligence to warn them, but the coin keep them here, so the coin gonna have them pay the punishment, I guess.
Listen, um, the man is very intelligent, but if intelligence was all you need to survive, he a survivor. But I'm telling you, you got to have some kind of love, some kind of patience, some kind of understanding. You just can't be intelligent by itself. So the intelligence that he thinks he has, I am not impressed with it because if you had knowledge and you have common sense to know that you cannot shout out about God and then put them on a shelf to come on this application to make a coin and do whatever you did. You didn't call women bitches. That when you didn't went to the gutter and been a part of all kinds of mess. You went to the show, and they didn't want to talk about after you realized that it wasn't working for you. Not everybody else wouldn't. It wasn't good once you decided not to go. How about it wasn't good when you went? Right? So we want to be, you know, after you done did it. That's like me after I done committed fornication. I'm gonna tell my daughter how wrong she is for doing it. No, I want you to be the example that I know it's wrong because here's what I experienced from it. This way it got me, and if you do it, I understand it because I was once you, right? Not trying to put you down because I'm all of a sudden not a fornicator no more. No, I have to be there to be a witness and show you that in spite of me of what I did, God can still save you. But when you out here doing what he's doing, you can't tell me about God saving me and you still, excuse my language, out here doing everything that a woman shouldn't do and preaching to my daughter about what she can't do. It don't make sense. That's called being a hypocrite.
Facts.
Even though I'm not doing those things no more, I still got to be patient with the people that are doing it because I was once you. I've been there, done it. I write the books about it. So I cannot judge you, but I can be an example of how disobeying God is not a good thing, but I can't judge you because guess what? I got to be able to be patient with you because somebody was patient with me when I was doing the damn sin. So it's not that I ever want people to think that I'm down on him from his lifestyle. I'm talking about all the shit he do on the YouTube app. It has nothing to do with him personally. Because I don't know him personally. I know he tell us about his situation, and I only know it because he told it. Had he never told me, if he was walking around here snapping his finger and twisting, I would never say, "Oh, he gay," like they do you, Sir King. They don't know you gay, but if all of a sudden you gay, where you get it from? I have nothing to go by. You didn't tell us about your lifestyle, you and the man. He did. So now because you and women are friends because they see how people interact. So now you and women got to be gay because you got a man that you respect and he respect you. Now all of a sudden y'all got to be gay. It's weird for people to try to figure somebody out. If he never told you he was gay, to me, if I don't know. And here's what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't try to figure out what somebody, if they haven't told you and you didn't hear from the horse's mouth, what somebody else telling me about you, Sir King, I can't buy into that because while Jay Wilson outright admitted to his situation, you never mentioned about being gay. So I don't know why they're giving it to you.
Right. I don't understand them trying to put that. I mean, they try to put that on straight men to make them feel less of a man and try to humiliate them and so forth. But it's just like, I mean, just because Lemon and I have a certain positive rapport, they haven't seen that before. You get what I'm saying? It seems like they haven't seen that before, and they want to try to tear it down any way they can, and that's one of the ways they try to.
Now, Lemon, I have I have something to tell you, Lemon. Are you listening?
Sorry, y'all. I'm here. Yeah, I'm keeping up, being doing some stuff. Yeah, what's up? Hello.
Let me tell you this.
Okay.
When someone who said they like you still tell you that Sir King, you may not date Sir King, but he dating you, Lemon, he's calling you gay. It's no other way. There's nothing you could. He's putting it on you, and if he respected you, he would never put that on you. And I don't care how much disdain that they have for Sir King, they should never disrespect you because you never disrespected them. But because they disrespecting you by saying that Sir King is your boyfriend, they are totally disregarding your feelings and disrespecting you, Lemon.
Yeah, and I noticed that too because I had to look at it because sometimes I don't watch the live, so I don't always hear him say stuff like that. But the last live, that's if you notice when Sir King went live recently, I brought that up as well because I feel like you're putting me in a situation where you say you like me. I've never been disrespectful towards you, but he was trying to word it in a way where I'm not being disrespectful to you. I'm trying to respect your feelings, but he's by he is Sir King. Yeah, he's dating you, and I'm like, how do you come up with that? Like, and then I heard Ken Nola News. He said some shit like Sir King got a divorce from his wife because him and I talk on the phone too. It's crazy. This shit. Listen, when I go in on somebody, I only can go off what I know. I never lied on one person on YouTube. I've only drugged them based on what I know. They go based on being mad at him and then they'll ring me into it some kind of way that we're in this relationship because we're cool. Now we're just cool. And if y'all go back to our first interactions when I even first met Sir King, most of the shit I told him came true. I told him like, I didn't know you. And me and Sir King, we used to kind of go back and forth a little bit previously when he first started, you know what I'm saying? But we became cool. I got to know him a little better, just clicking the link a lot. Just like how they get to know Pizarro or any other person that, frequent their chats and platforms. So I see the disrespect, you feel me, like that. So I see where you're coming from. And I was listening because someone dropped in the chat and was saying someone was going off. Like normally they say go do your homework, go see what's popping off and make sure it's true. I just want to let Sir King know, listen, we put up with a lot of disrespect on YouTube. Okay? From everybody. But the disrespect you getting over there, like you you can go do your homework and then come back, but come back and be reloaded because I'm gonna be here too. Because that shit is bogus over there. Because you barely you mentioned that person, small bite. So for them to try to capitalize on this moment is very telling. Um,
And you know why I think it's so bad.
hmm.
The first time, oh maybe, but the second time, after he interacted with you and talked to you, and you told him, and I mean, it's one thing. Let's put Ken Nola aside. You didn't react with Ken Loader like you did the other person. The other person, oh, I like you, let me get along and blah blah blah. But every chance he got, he was drawing a dagger at you and come back up there and he'd be like, Lemon, what you think, Lemon, what you think? I said, wait a minute, you just called this man gay, discredit his manhood. You did everything but you know, told him you was the man he was with, and now you in this man's face. So Ken Nola is one thing, but I'm talking about you had a rapport with the other person that you didn't have with um, Kenola. So Kenola talking is one thing, but the other person had a rapport with you and you respected that person and never disrespected him. Even when him and Sir King was going at the lowest, you would give this man utmost respect. But every chance he got, he dragged you by saying Sir King was loving on you, and Lemon may not be with Sir King, but Sir King still being with Lemon. That's asinine.
You know what? I agree. And I try that because you know what the angle they try to use is whenever Sir King is in beef with someone that I'm in beef with them. That's not the case. I move the way you move. Normally, when a person get into it with Sir King, right, they'll throw my name in the conversation, like in limit. I kind of get roped in, so I have my reason why I don't fuck with you because you can't stand alone. However, in this situation, yeah, him and Sir King whoop bang from like I think from almost the beginning of their interactions. From my, I don't, I don't. SK, were y'all ever on? I don't remember y'all ever being on good terms since you had your platform.
No,
I
no.
could be wrong, but y'all kind of always when he found your platform or when he got acquainted with your platform, it was already kind of murky. You feel me? Something popped off somewhere else where you made a comment about the dress that he was wearing. It whatever that kind of popped y'all original beef off. That's it. The leopard lean.
That's it. The leopard lean. That's all. That's it.
Whatever it was, you never say one bad thing about that. Whatever it was, whatever. But here's the thing: at some point, they're gonna have to recognize you may not be in Sir King beat, but you are part of his panel, and I'm not gonna keep letting you disrespect him in my presence because I wouldn't do it to you, right? So it's the respect thing. If you Batman and Robin like they say, whatever you are with him, they know that you wasn't gonna say nothing, so they would say things about
Hold on, Karen. Give me your sound. Like it's producing an echo. Sorry, go ahead, Hard Candy.
yeah, but it's I don't care how much, and you know how I felt of even I'm gonna say Friday. And when people start, even though you had the right to fight with her, I don't have to. You don't have the right to be that. I got to be a part of it. So when it came down to her, I excused myself from a lot of situations. Even though I sometimes I thought the fight was even. She said something, you say something, but I'm not going to sit up here and be a part of just like with you, sir. Can't believe it or not. I didn't like when people would be saying stuff about you because I came on your panel and I hung around you guys. So even if the person that I may care for, and if they say something about you, I backed away because guess what? I like both of you guys. Now I'm not going to sit here and let them keep dogging you out, and you're going to call their name out. I'm not going to have nothing to say about it if I'm on the panel. So that's why I don't hop on panels, because if you're talking about somebody I care about, it's not like I'm defending their honor. I'm letting you know I don't feel comfortable with it. That have nothing to do with your disdain for somebody. So at some point, Lemon always stood by your side, but they always felt that they could talk about you with Lemon because Lemon just gonna be neutral. But being neutral always is not a good thing when you supposed to come back on this panel. And now I have to. So King got to take the brunt of what everybody's saying, and Lemon got to be neutral. No, either you're gonna stand for something or you're gonna fall for everything, Lemon. And it's nothing that that's not taking up Sir King beat. That's being a man that, you know what? I'm gonna let Sir King have his thing. But you ain't gonna be on this go to his panel and let him talk about Sir King. That's crazy. And that's what
Exactly.
they was trying you. They tried you so much, and you and Sir King held your own. I get it. But as a person looking at it, I like, come on now, Lemon. They doing too much. They keep telling you, well, oh, Sir King, Lemon not gay, but Sir King is his girlfriend. Lemon. The all of a sudden, Sir King to be your girlfriend, you got to be his boyfriend, Lemon. You do know that, right?
Nah, listen. I start getting that at the end because sometimes I don't watch everything in its entirety. So sometimes I don't even hear it in the moment. It was like, oh, such and such brought you up. So by the time I do get to it, I'll hear a little bit of it, but I don't watch it in its entirety. But I get the shot. Listen, but it's not true. So it's like, why get enraged and engulfed in flames for some shit that you know is not true? Sir King know the last time I talked to him. The last time I talked to him was the last live he did, and I was on that live. That's it. So we
But
know what's
listen,
good. So to pop off and get all mad and make it seem like they're on to something, will further feed the narrative that they
no,
want to,
I
continue with the story, which is cool because listen, even if I woo bang and do all that, they're still going to think it. So I'm saving myself energy, time, and thing until you
right,
come directly at me. I haven't run from no person on YouTube, not
right.
one
But
person,
they were never
male,
coming.
female,
They
top
always
dog,
gonna be
small dog.
indirect.
I
Linda,
know.
remember, they always gonna be indirect with you because listen, the objective was to try to get you and Sakina apart. They're always gonna be indirect. They're not.
Yeah.
But but sometimes this is the thing. Because of who you are, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want you to come out fighting because that's not your nature. But I'm just telling you, got to call a spade a spade. When they was calling, telling you that you wouldn't gave a Sakine was and Sakine is your girlfriend, damn it, indirectly, how much? I mean, in order for him to be your girlfriend, period, you got to be a boyfriend. Even though we know it's not true, for other people to say it's one thing, but for him to keep saying it, and I like Lemon, and me and Lemon good, me and Lemon, come tell Lemon happy birthday. That was a total disrespect to 13.
That was a
Total
play. That was a play. He was playing in my face
right,
while offering you congratulations or a happy birthday acknowledgement. And he wanted me to fly off the handle to
but that's not
ruin
your
your
nature.
moment. But I wouldn't take the bait. So I
That
let
was
him
your
come on
nature.
in.
Right.
I mean, I could
And
have, with the way he's being disrespectful prior.
yeah, but here's the thing: you respect the Lemon enough not to do it. That's what you and Lemon have. The respect that you are not gonna let nobody come and mess up his birthday because even though you know it's disrespect, the respect you have for Lemon, you let that go. And that's why I respect you guys more because even in the plays that's gonna be played, Lemon not gonna go off, but I'm just telling him, listen, I see you. And at some point, you're gonna have to let them know. I don't have to argue with you, but I see you. Because if I tell you I don't like for you to disrespect me that way, you have said it before, Lemon. I don't like that. You have said it before, and he was in the audience when it was said, and it was a year ago when he did it. So if I heard you tell him that you don't like the fact that they use you when they come in at 13, and if you respect me and I'm telling you, fight Sir King. I'm gonna stay out of it, man to man.
Yeah.
But once you pull me in it, it's no longer Sir King fighting you. It's me fighting you for for what you said about me, not what you said about Sir King, because I stood out of it. But when you telling me that Sir King want me to jerk him in his butt, you now
Whoa,
telling
whoa,
me
whoa, whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa. I never heard that. I
See,
what what?
what two men do, Lemon? What do two men do together, Lemon?
No,
I know you never heard it, but Lemon,
I
when
hear
they say
listen,
that you can prove your
I
body,
hear pieces of I never heard that. I never what did you
Lemon,
say? Who jerked? All
Lemon,
right.
let me just
I'm
ask
finna
you.
I'll be right back. Hold on. Cause he hold
Wait,
on.
don't go
I'm finna
anywhere
pop
yet.
off.
No, Lemon.
What's up, Terry?
Oh, I came up to say something to Lemon.
He's,
Hey
he's still
again.
listening. He's still listening.
Hey, Terry,
Hi, Karen.
how you doing?
I didn't mean to I was trying to get Lemon to stay before I could say hey to you guys.
No, he's
Miss
coming back.
Karen, I've missed I talked to you a couple of times. You were
I
so
know.
sweet.
Mm.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, shoot. He's not here. He would have clicked off of mute.
Lemon, if you're there, can you please say something? I mean, you probably can.
Probably
Um,
took a
I
restroom
can
break.
hear you, Terry. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. 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 So, oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but before because my Obama phone was cutting out today.
My
Oh,
Obama phone wilding too.
It was like in and out. But Lemon, okay, so you know how you've given me really good advice publicly,
Yes.
and SK has given me advice publicly and behind the scenes after he's publicly, you know, advised me. This is not directed at any certain body. This is just in general. This is an area where we fight. If people are throwing shots at you, regardless, we fight. You got to fight back, no matter who it is. I learned the hard way. And SK, I don't know if you. I'm just gonna say it.
Wait, hold on,
Let me tell you. Let me just tell you what I
Well,
was talking
let her
about.
say it. Let her say it, because you. I mean,
Let me
let her
tell
say
you
it.
a sound piece of advice that SK
please.
gave me, right? Just real quick. And I'm sure SK won't mind because he's, you know, he gave me this advice after he publicly stated what he felt. But SK told me, he said, you have people that rock with you that are truly invested in you, right? You, your story, all that. So when you just chill when somebody's coming at you and you don't fight back, people are like, what the F, what? Why isn't he fighting back? Right? I've done that before. I wouldn't fight back with certain people. And people that really rock with you feel some type of way. Did you not tell me that, SK? I'm paraphrasing.
Oh, you're correct.
Yes. So sometimes people are like, why are you taking these shots without coming back and doing what we know Lemon does? And that's just for anybody, because you've got a lot of people taking shots. This is not directed toward one single person, nothing. I just heard Miss Karen giving you some sound advice, and I was like, okay, let me hop my ass up here and put my 2 cents in too. And you would tell me the same thing, Lemon. You would tell me the same thing.
So I'm trying to
So,
get this right so we're on the same page, right?
yes.
You're saying that
You know
me,
you know you're always my boo. So this is
it's
just
fine. That's
real
totally
talk.
fine. This is real
Yeah.
talk. Like, okay, you think me, I curb arguments?
You allow certain things to be said about you without you responding. And then
Okay.
sometimes,
Give
yeah.
me one example because I popped off on every situation in regards to me. I don't know what you saw, but I know I have. I voiced this in a way
No.
where listen, I can go for war with any person. It's not a
We
problem.
know.
It's
Yes.
not a problem.
I
But
know. That's why I'm like,
so
yes.
if we're let's just put the elephant in the room or clear the elephant from the room. You think I'm scared of Spillet Boy?
No, I did not say you were scared of anybody. And you know I
Oh,
don't think that. No.
oh, because I'm gonna say there's not one content creator on the YouTube streets and on YouTube period that can fucking scare me. I don't
And I know that.
listen. And when I told him that, stop always when you because this isn't a Spill It Boy thing, okay?
It's a
This is a
general,
YouTube thing. It
right.
could
It's
be
I'm talking
Pizarro in them.
YouTube.
I've heard Brianna in them do. I've heard
Right.
all these motherfuckers use me. Sometimes I don't even do shit to them, but they
That's why I
want me
said
to.
it's
They
in
want me to
general.
acquiesce towards Sir King in a certain way. Like, oh well, let me need to do this. No, you motherfuckers need to take your own advice, shove it up your ass, eat it, spit it up, put it back down your throat, and then shit it out. But y'all don't do that. Don't put that shit on me.
But that's why I said it's in I just said
So
this is
I
in
can woo bang with
general.
him, right? So I woo bang with him, and the
It's not
next nigga
him,
gonna say
it's
it's not
a
a him
lot of
thing,
people. Cuz
and
I
that's
just
that's.
heard I
Go ahead.
just I saw, let me just clarify because I've been in the chat looking at the chat and I saw the bone carrier tell SK, you saw the bone carrier, right? SK say something's popping off over there. So I was like, okay, let me see what's popping off. But this is not, that's why I just said it's not one person. This is in
I
general.
didn't.
And it's
I didn't.
happened a lot.
I just called that person's live, and I didn't hear my name mentioned. So I don't know where I was mentioning that person's live. I had to kind of go back Listen, that's why, Sir King, you remember that little rant I went on about like 10 minutes ago before Terry P kind of came up here and I said, Sir King, I don't know if you need to go hear what's going on, but you might want to do another live or something like that to that extent. You remember that? I said that like a minute ago. So that's what I was hinting to because I didn't see it in its entirety. And I'm sure I was brought up. I'm always brought up. That's what I'm saying, Terry P. If I fight
And that's
one,
what I'm talking
I will
about.
be in an endless battle. It'll be like every day I gotta respond to some shit because they always group me and Sir King into that shit. It's just an easy thing.
But
You
that's
saw what Ken did.
But listen to what you just said. See, and I need to watch because I don't want to give you pet names and because we haven't been doing that. I was about to say honey or sweetheart, whatever. But listen to what you just said. And that's my point is it's not just one person. It's happened many a times where, they've lumped you into the whole, you and him have a thing going on and all that, blah, 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 right? But I've never seen you go at it. I've never seen you click somebody's link and like, who the fuck you talking to? But what? And I know you can do that, but
that's not his
But I
style, though.
regained my power back. I realized I don't gotta do that no more.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
not his style. That's not.
I
See, I
it,
don't expect him to do Terry,
thank
even
you
though I
because I
respect
don't
him,
do
that's what
that.
you do,
I'm not one of
and it
those
works for
ones.
you. It works
but
for
I
you,
didn't.
Terry.
But my
I
thing,
know,
Miss
but
Carrie.
listen,
But okay,
listen,
yes, ma'am.
listen. No, he if women will start to click links now, I would look at him crazy because that's not his style. If Sir King give him a platform, he does come back and he fight to the end. That's not what I'm saying. He is a
Mm-hmm.
fighter. What I'm saying is, I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Okay.
I was at the store trying to park. A white man called me a nigga.
Oh
It didn't,
Lord.
it didn't affect me because I don't know this man. But
Mm-hmm.
if I was at work and I work beside you and you call me a nigger, now we got a problem because there's some kind of rapport with me and you. This stranger to me, I told him I just told him with some things I can't repeat it, but
Mm-hmm.
it ain't but the fact it ain't much hurt my feelings that this white man I don't know from nowhere called me a nigger, right? But
Mm-hmm.
if the employee that I'm working beside me, that we got a report calling me, that it's a problem. And what I was telling him, he didn't have a report with Brianna Pizarro. Yes, he talked to him, but he had a more rapport with James than others. Let's call a spade a spade. That's why it was
Mm-hmm.
disrespectful. Because Kent Nolan and Lemon don't have a rapport like James and Lemon did. It was a
Mm-hmm.
disrespect because Lemon give Billboard all the respect in the world, and I think he deserved it back. Match his energy. If Lemon not being disrespectful to you, match his energy. Now the rest of them gonna go on and say what they want to say. But the fact that Lemon do interact with this man more than
Mm-hmm.
anybody, they give him
Yeah.
all respect. That's what the problem. Not the fact that they're saying he was gay, because everybody's saying that. It's the rapport that Lemon had with this man that makes
No,
it hard
but
for me to
but
see.
Miss Karen, if I may, like I said, it's not one person. This is in general because a lot of people use that against Lemon because of who he's affiliated with. And the only reason I said sometimes you have to fight back is because that's the advice. And you heard SK, that's the advice SK gave me when it comes to if somebody is saying certain things about you and you're just taking it, the people that rock with you, they're invested in you. They're like, why isn't he fighting back? So that's the
See,
only thing that I
I
was
get where
saying.
you're coming from, but
Because I didn't. I was
I'm
like
one of the
Lemon.
hardest
I was
fighters.
like
no,
I go
Lemon.
hard.
listen.
No, I
But here's the
listen. I
thing.
go
But
hard for myself. Let me tell you something
here's
about
the
me.
thing.
I
Here's
go
the thing.
hard for me.
Right.
I know when
Here's
to
the
pop
thing,
off. I
Terry.
know who to pop off on. I know
Yeah.
Right.
everything, right?
Here's the
So
Yeah.
thing,
for
Terry.
if you internalize me not doing enough swinging, I swing the hardest. And when I do, I make sure I knock a fucking clear. Like it's done.
I
Right.
So
know. I've
I don't
seen
know if
you.
you've been watching me or if you
No,
kind
but
of
here's
miss
the
because
problem,
I
Terry.
definitely respond. Okay, sorry. Somebody
No,
was
here's
just
the
up here.
problem.
Did they leave?
Here's the problem, Terry.
No, we're still
That
here.
was some
No,
great
someone
advice.
else was up here.
That was some
Oh, I
Yeah,
great
didn't
they
see
advice
dropped.
anybody
Yeah,
you
else.
Lemon,
gave.
they dropped down. They
Oh,
dropped
we were
down.
probably too late. Oh, sorry. Can you please come back
I'm
up? I would
sorry.
love to hear what you had to say
Who
if
was
you dropped
it?
off.
Who was it?
I don't know. Her name was uh
I need to start
Shawnice
looking at
Frank
the.
Shawnice Franklin. Please. Oh, she did they write something or something? Maybe they just wrote something else. Shawnice Franklin, you can come back up. I apologize. I know you were gonna say
I'm
something. I'll
sorry.
go on mute when you
I'm
come
not
up. My
watching the
bad.
chat. I need to
My
watch
bad.
the
I
chat because
apologize.
I'm
But
not
go ahead,
watching the chat. But
Terry or
here's the
whoever was
problem,
speaking.
Terry. That
Oh no,
advice
Miss
was given
Karen.
to
Miss
you.
Karen.
That advice was given to you, and it needs to be given to you
Yeah.
because on some level you were fighting this battle over here, but the person you was calling yourself honor was doing you things, and you were fighting back on for that person, right? So when he gave you that advice, it was for Terry because we watched Terry be subject to things that you wouldn't take on the left hand side, but the right
No,
person
this
was
was
giving you.
no. This SK and I know. No, this had nothing to do with that. No, this was a totally different
Listen.
situation.
I'm not just talking. Listen, I watch you go on panels, so I'm just telling you, it's not just about take the ball out the way. Let's take him out the equation.
Okay.
When you fought on this side, and it was good, you did good. But when you go over on the other side, you was tending to take a lot of hits that you shouldn't have been taking, and you had people that had your back on the right hand side. So we were just saying, listen, we got your back. If you're gonna go out there and hit the panel, give it your all. Because guess what? We still gonna stand behind you. I'm pretty much sure that's what because that's what we all saw. Lemon is not doing what you was doing, Terry. You would get on panels and you would almost back away from the fight, but they were still calling you out and doing things to you, no matter what you try to be respectful of. Not still boy. I'm talking about other content creators. When you got on their lives, you took a lot of hits that you shouldn't have taken.
His
And we saw it.
Yeah, and my thing is because I felt like I was like I'm so unbothered with certain things, right? But I was the advice I was given, and I said, okay, I get what you're saying. I'm like, well, how can I like fight back when I'm so unbothered? And I know Lemon is unbothered by a lot of shit, and I know Lemon goes hard. I've seen it,
Y'all two different
so I
people, though, Terry. I'm just
so
telling you,
I
y'all
was
two
like,
different people.
I don't like when
But
people
but
come.
you
I
and
don't like
lemon,
when
but you
people
and
come at
lemon are
Lemon like
totally
that.
two different
Y'all two
situations,
different
I
though.
people, two different
okay,
situations,
Because
Terry.
okay,
Lemon is part of but Lemon is part of a channel, so he can speak his mind whenever he wants to. You, on the other
yeah,
hand, were going into enemy territory and letting them dog you
yeah.
out. And I'm like,
They
wait
was
a minute.
knocking you out. They was throwing you some hard punches, and you had people fighting for
But
you.
they're dogging him out with the
No,
gay
they're not.
reads, so
They're
that's
not.
why I was like, okay, they're
They're
not
not.
dogging him out with the gay
I'm gonna tell
reads.
you. But I'm trying to tell you, Lemon. Listen, if Sir King and Lemon are a team, if they
Hmm.
think they can get to Sir King by Lemon, they're gonna do it. It's up to Lemon. When Lemon go back to, like I said, when he get back and he hear about it, he's fighting. But what they saying about him, he's unbothered because he know he's not gay. I'm using
Right.
that specific as if all right, put it like this: you and James had a great
Well, you know
friendship,
what?
right?
I don't want to.
But
Really, and SK knows
No,
why I don't want to talk about
no, this isn't about
that.
that person, but I'm gonna
this
give
is
you an
not
No,
about him.
example
You
without
got to
that. I'm gonna
listen.
say this.
yeah.
If a person was going live on different platforms, Terry, and it was like, yeah, Lemon
Okay.
at nighttime is stroking Terry P, um, blankety blank blank blank. I'm not though, but they're
Right.
saying it's like, but I'm not. I'm not.
But it's different. It's different.
But no,
But,
so it's a lie, so you're not as mad. But if it was true, if there was truth to it, you get mad,
but
you
we're
give them the
talking about. But
reactions,
we're
you get.
talking about. The gay
Yeah,
reads.
yeah, yeah,
That's what I'm
and I
saying. That's
totally
different.
and I totally get that. And you can look
Yeah.
at it differently, but listen, what I'm saying to you, I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, so from what you saw, I just want to know from your brain, because from your brain to your eyeballs out of your mouth, you
Yeah.
see it as I've been ducking some issues from what you seen, because
Not
the way
not
no, the way
ducking,
you're
and it's
telling the story, the way
not
you're telling it,
addressing
ducking
it.
it ducking it. That's what it means. Yeah, ducking. That's what it is. Not
Well,
addressing
duck.
this like duck.
I
Ducking
don't
the
like that
issue.
vernacular. Duck it. No, because you don't duck.
It's just slang talk. It's not okay. Okay. It's just slang. Okay. You think
I know,
I'm
but I
dodging or
know you
avoiding?
don't duck. You're not addressing certain issues, and they keep coming
So
at you with the
give me. So your example is the Sir King and I
yes, that's
relationship
it.
thing. So
Yes,
you feel like I have not addressed this enough. So when the whole thing popped off on the Jay Wilson situation panel, and I said to Sir
that
King, I'm
part.
like, I said, how come they can't just argue with you and just argue with you? They always throw me in the mix. And then I brought up hella different other scenarios where I got brought up in the mix. I didn't do nothing to a certain individual content creator, but the fact they're beefing with him, they
I just wanted you to go.
put
I
me
wanted
into
you
it.
to go lemon. I wanted you to go lemon.
On who?
Oh, Jay Wilson.
On
Yeah, I
who?
saw because he on
I've done that. That's all.
Right.
Sir King, did I not? Sir King, dead ass, no lie. Did I not? I did
because
it.
he
I
was
did that
calling
for
you
hella long.
fluid. He was calling you
I,
fluid. He was like, "Ooh, you you're giving me fluid." I watched that and I was like, I was like
so
cringing. I
she
was like,
didn't.
ah,
Maybe we're not watching the same shows. You know, that's common. I've noticed
it
that with
could
people.
be, it
But
could be.
I know Bible SK, no lie, dead ass. Have I not addressed Jay Wilson multiple times since the moment I came on his platform? Yes or no?
Yes, you have.
On your platform, right?
Yes.
I
Well, you
drug the
always
dog shit out
fight
of him.
yes on
But why?
SKs, but I'm
Listen,
saying go on
I don't gotta.
theirs.
I'm not trying to pull up to a nigga platform and boost
Okay
their
then.
numbers because listen, if you're not gonna
Okay.
do it for me,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it for you. I
But
did it
Terry, don't
once
you think that?
because
Okay.
I was in that moment. You feel me? But if you don't return the favor, like I clicked his link, I
Yeah.
graced his panel,
I
I
was
went up
shocked at
there.
that.
Trey
Yes.
Jordan went up there too. It was okay. It was a moment. Cool. Bam. Boom. He never came back and returned the favor. He said, "Oh, I don't watch that dude. He got to get his numbers up. If I'm gonna beef with him, it better be lucrative and stuff. I don't know." So he was doing all that shit. So he was pretty much saying he ain't pulling up.
Okay, well then my
I can't
bad. I
make the
haven't
nigga
seen the
show up over
I
here,
haven't seen the
but then
shit.
I'm not finna go hunch his link and go get my point across. I feel like
Yeah.
listen, I can say it on Sir King platform. If 10 motherfuckers hear it, out of those 10 people, one
Yeah.
person of that 10 people will go deliver the message, it'll hit the target and it's done. I don't have to
Okay.
fucking jump on links and get my point across. You gonna hear what I gotta say? Yes, no, maybe so. If you
Yeah.
didn't hear it, I still fucking said it. It doesn't matter if they don't hear it. I've said it. I've drugged Jay Wilson. I've told Spill It Boy, stop mentioning me when you're beefing with Sir King. And he said he'll try his best not to. But clearly, he still brings me into the shit. I've addressed that because even when Spill It Boy's trying to not put me into the shit. He like, Lemon, I apologize, but I gotta and he bring me into the shit. That's what they do. Pizarro, she told this whole fucking nasty ass freak ass story about me and Sir King, which was a fucking lie. Ken Nola News fucking did the same thing. Said Sir King got a divorce from his white wife because he was talking to me too much online. That shit is bogus. Do you see the fucking pattern? I'll fight my fucking life away arguing with motherfuckers who opinion is already fucking made the fuck up. So why am I going to waste my American breath to address them when their mind is made? My mom taught me when a person mind is made, you let that shit lay. And I do.
Yeah.
I don't gotta fucking come to you and try to convince you of shit. Because guess the fuck what? When I piss you off, you're going to
Yeah.
rethrow that back in my face. You didn't forgive it or take it back or you understand now. You're going to use that when you're mad at me. And I give you that right. But guess the fuck what? I'm going to still stand 10 toes the fuck down. You're wrong.
Yeah.
You're going to eat shit. And it is what it is. So what more do you want from me? I argue with any fucking person. I ain't scared of not a motherfucker on YouTube.
And I know that.
Not one.
I
Never
know.
have. I'll never fucking be. Okay?
That's what I
There
wanted
ain't a
from
person
you.
on YouTube that fears it. I don't give a fuck. So all this, you can do more. I know I can do more. But when they really give me that pressure, I'll give them that motherfucking pressure. But at the moment, it's light work. Really directly give me your shots and I'll fucking respond. How about that? We could do it that way.
I feel you.
But I don't want no one playing on my top like, oh, he's scared. They're big. I don't give a fuck. I don't get paid off YouTube. I don't give a fuck if we had 1K in the chat right now. I ain't gonna get $1 from that 1K. You feel me? So fuck out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
it's
you explained
bullshit.
it
So
to
I'm sorry
me.
you missed some shit. But
I
I'm still
missed
with the
it.
shit. If anybody need it, I'm available. That's what I'm saying. Just directly shoot your shots at me if you wanna bang. That's it.
Okay. Lemon explained it.
Yeah. Well, you got your answer, Terry.
I did. I did.
I think everybody heard that loud and clear.
We heard it loud and clear. Respectfully. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We still good, Lemon?
No, listen, Terry P. None of that is. Listen, I used to give you that pressure, like
I
but I
know.
used to tell you.
But
I
I
used to
just
tell
want
you
people
don't.
to know, like, that's why I said Lemon and SK would give me their opinion. So I don't want no bullshit like, ooh, Lemon was going off on Terry. No, we'll always be good.
No,
We
we're
fuck with each
good. No,
other the
yeah.
long way. So
Yeah. No,
I
my
had a
energy to
question.
you was not towards you. It was just towards the matter.
No,
So if
that was
anybody
real
wanted to, no, it wasn't
talk.
towards you. It was towards anybody that wanted to check my
But
temperature. Just know.
that's what I wanted. Like, that's what
So
I
you
wanted.
want this, but it's like I'm not getting direct shots. You know what I'm? It's
Yeah,
different.
no,
Terry P is different.
I
It
know.
hit a little
I
different.
So
get
you
it.
want Lemon to be
You
under
guys,
duress. That's what you want.
huh?
You want Lemon to be under duress and stress. That's what you want.
No,
Pretty much.
I just want.
Because if he gets agitated like that, he's going to be under stress and duress.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to, you guys, you and Lemon have given me tough love. You guys have given me sound advice. You guys have
And
been
I ain't
there
still
when
ain't
I
done give
need.
you no advice.
Huh? I know. You're always going to give me advice. I know, and I welcome that. I just had a dang question, and I got the answer. And so it's good. Like,
Well,
yeah. But that was
from the first day,
look, I'm going to give them something to talk about. That was kind of hot, Lemon. That was kind of hot.
That's why she said that Lemon, she wants you to make her hot. That's why. This whole thing was to make her hot. That's all it was. She said, nigga, I want you to turn up, Lemon.
That was
Turn
kind
up.
of sexy.
That's all you had to say, Terry. That's what you wanted.
Well, okay, I got what I wanted.
Exactly.
Look,
Like, go take a cold shower.
Lemon, I can say this from the day I met you. You have
I'm gonna hop down,
you
you
have always
guys.
been direct. You
You
have
guys,
always been direct. So if
he
somebody,
has.
All right.
Yeah.
you have never been one that you
Okay,
had to read
peace.
between the lines.
All right, peace.
So you have always been direct.
Okay, hold on. May I say bye to
Thank you,
Lemon and
because
Miss Karen?
I appreciate that because
Lemon, she's hot
it
and
was.
bothered. Lemon, she's hot and bothered. She
Hold
wants
on,
to say
but I
bye.
want to answer hard candy question just real
She
quick, and
wants to
then
say
Terry
bye
P
to
can
you,
go.
though. Terry
I
wants
wanted
to
to
say
say
bye.
bye to you guys.
Terry wants to say bye.
Bye, Lemon. Bye, Miss Karen. You guys have a good
Bye,
one.
Terry P.
Okay.
I wanted
Bye,
you to
SK.
stay because I was
Oh,
addressing
I'll
your
stay.
thing. That's
Okay.
why.
I'll stay.
That's why I was addressing Hard Candy's question, but then Terry P was I was taking it like you thought I was like not okay when I finally popped off right now. You was like, yeah, that's what I was looking for. And Sir King brought it up, and then I felt like so from what you saw, Terry P, you clearly think I've been ducking some issues. Ducking me like not popping off. You know what I'm saying? So from what you saw, that's how you interpret how I've been acting lately. Like I kind of been selective on
No,
should I
no, 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 no.
touch?
Not lately. No, you address things on SK's panel. But I was saying, why don't you go knock on some doors and say who the F you talking to? Like, because it's not just one person. I'm saying as a whole, this narrative has been going around for a long time, right? And it's not just one person. I just keep saying that because I don't want any bullshit. I'm not talking about one person specifically. I'm just saying this has been going around. I've seen it for the longest time, but I've never seen you pull up on somebody and
I'm not
just
a pull up
go
person.
lemon. I know you're not, but
Cause
I would love
you
to
know
see
why?
that. And that's all.
I've done that before, right? So I
Yeah.
went to Kimmy's platform. I thought I was having a good time. I don't normally click links. That's not my thing. But some stuff popped off over there. People in the audience told me other stuff, and I want to be on the fence of Kimmy and believe what happened. So I'm torn between that, right? Then I went to Jay Wilson's. I was very respectful. I went up there because he graced the platform. I think he gave a super chat or
Wait,
something.
lemon. I'm sorry. Hold on. You
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
flashed a comment, SK.
Me?
No one's gaslighting. Lemon and I fuck with each other the long way. This is my boy. So
Yeah,
whoever
Terry,
that
I
chick
fuck with
was,
Terry P, y'all. I do.
I don't gaslight Lemon. So I'll give that one person, because I usually don't address people in the chat and I'm not looking at the chat. But SK flashed a comment. Don't try to come in between Lemon and I. I am not
No.
gaslighting Lemon. We are having a conversation that's taking, effect in public. So please step the fuck off. I don't play when it comes to Lemon.
I think what Terry
Period.
P is
Point
trying to
blank.
say is she thought I would pull up on different platforms and stuff like address. You kind of because Terry P, she'll pull up on you. Don't get me wrong, Terry P will pull up. She will. You feel me? If she's there.
And
So
don't
I
try to
think you're
come in
trying to
between Lemon and I,
Terry P, you
bitch.
already know what's
Whoever the
good.
fuck she was, don't do that. I do not play.
Who said something? What did they say?
SK could
Hello?
put it back up. I've never seen that person
But
ever,
Terry
but
P, you already
I
know
don't.
what's good. It's not a
I
problem.
know, but I don't play when it comes to you. I don't
Stop
play
gaslighting Lemon.
that one.
They thought you
Don't
were
fuck with
because
me when it comes to Lemon.
but Terry, you have to realize this is a
Okay.
live audience. So they're reacting to what we're saying. So if they interpret that
Okay.
you're gaslighting, no, listen, that's their American right. They can say that. That's how they see it. You can't get
Okay.
mad. You can't get
I just
mad at
want
their perception of what they're listening to
I
and
usually
like
don't, but that pissed me the F off. I was like, hold up. No.
yeah, that's their
All
right.
right. I
If
know.
they feel that way, that's how they
Okay.
feel. That's their right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to just be like,
Okay.
okay, that's how they see it. But I
Okay.
meant this. They could think this, but I meant this. You just
Yeah.
counter. Go off. Yeah. So don't get frustrated with this. It is what it is. I understand the frustration, but I was
Yeah.
frustrated a little bit with you because I felt like you thought I was like. You was like, it's been going on
I
for
need to
so long. Go ahead.
I need to interject, 'cause I'll let
Yeah.
y'all have your conversation.
Go ahead.
So
Okay.
this is the insight. This is the insight I wanted to offer Terry and Lemon. Y'all, I mean, obviously y'all in two different spots. Terry, I gave you the advice because they were clowning you, and through their clownish, they were making you come across and be perceived as a certain way. Lemon's in a different
Hmm.
boat. We don't pay people's car notes over here. So what I mean by that is they want Lemon. They're going to try to antagonize Lemon to hit the link so that they know Lemon will get the views and there will be content. We don't do that because they don't return the
Okay.
favor and they try to incessantly sabotage our channel, through defamation, whatever, slander, whatever they can do. So, and I told
Okay.
them, we don't need to address everything because sometimes people try to clout chase on. We just recently had an incident the other day, and we both agree now that that's not worth addressing because we know what they're trying to do. So that's why sometimes Lemon doesn't address everything, and also Lemon comes up to panels with a kind spirit. Okay, he don't come
Okay.
up there with the rah rah. That is not reciprocated. That is
Are
not
you saying
reciprocated.
I'm rah rah? No.
No, I don't say you
I'm
rah,
kidding.
but
I'm
they are.
kidding. I'm
And
kidding.
that's not reciprocated. And we know how they like to jump on and jump up on people and ambush people. And
Okay.
Lemon don't need to be put in those kind of environments if he's not going to be treated with respect.
Okay. Now I understand. See, that's why I ask questions. Now I understand.
Mhm. Because then
Because
that would become the blueprint. Say
okay.
something bad about Lemon, and Lemon gonna show up, and then you get
Okay.
your maybe your half of your car note payment paid. No, we don't do that.
Okay. Well, this makes
I
sense.
pulled up though. Remember when I know we cool with William though, but remember when me and you jumped William on Dutch and Kelly Love?
That was fun.
I was
He's
at
here.
Jack in the
Look,
Box
he's
getting some
here.
chicken
He's
strips.
here. Hey, William. You
Hi,
remember
William.
that?
Sorry, William. I was using you as an example, but I was. We hit links. I fuck with Duchess. You know, Duchess has been cool.
Yeah.
Like since I met Duchess Kelly Love, he's always been a cool person. Yeah, he's shady. He got his ways, cool, but he's never. To me, DKO has always been very cool with me. He thinks I'm funny. He liked the way I drag and roast, which I appreciate. Thank you. I think he's been pretty supportive of my journey on YouTube.
He loves you guys. He does.
Yeah.
He does. I'm glad he's back. I was shocked that day when remember SK. I was like, what is William doing over here? I was shocked. So
William made amends. It was around my birthday time. He hit the link and told me happy birthday and stuff like that. We talked briefly and he said he'll come back. And we kind of just like, listen, we didn't really have smoke with William. We got into a fight.
There he is.
Oh, he's here. I thought he was on the panel.
No, he just flashed the comment.
Yeah, William, we had a moment, but we made amends. Like William, Sir King, and I, we kind of like put that shit beside us and we moved on. William been up here since. Like it's been lit. Yeah. We fucks with Williams. You know, I know William, you had your moments where you were very negative, but you know, we moved past that.
Right.
But
Okay,
Terry,
well,
I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shocked though. You didn't think I've been banging hard, especially like I've been in a couple little fights lately, and you still it wasn't enough. Like you wanted a little bit more. How did you see it? That's why replay.
He wanted to get hot, Lemon, and I think she got her fix tonight. Yeah.
Nah, well.
Exactly.
I bet you guys are
Wait.
I do.
Terry, you
not
don't like to
Erica,
leave
but
people on
do.
speculations. You want to clear these?
No, I'm gonna let you guys.
I think she hadn't had her fix for a while. You haven't had your fix for a while. That's what you wanted. I'm very perceptive.
No, it's not that. No.
Because once he started going on his roll tonight, you like, ooh, I like that Lemon. You kind of made me hot.
I just like Lemon popping off because I've seen it many a time. So I'm like, pop off on them, on their panels. But now I get it.
I don't do that. I've never done that. I think the only time I've done that, deadass, was on Kimmy's platform. That was like my first argument on another platform. I've never had that moment.
I didn't even
that was
see
my first
that one. I didn't see
it was a hot mess. Me and Grown Gums going at it. It was a show. It was definitely
I didn't see that one.
Crazy.
So yeah, but I'm like, why don't you roll up on people? But
I'm not a roll upper.
I know, but I was like, I want you to, but SK just put it into perspective for me. Like, and I get it. Not that you didn't put it into perspective. I was just like, okay, you don't roll up on people, just roll up on them. Like, shoot the shit down.
If I'm gonna roll it, I will not. But that's the thing, I'll shoot the shit.
Well, you know what rolled up was a dog on Brianna. We'll be right back.
Shadow, relax, Shadow. Shadow, relax. Shadow, stop. Shadow, you okay? What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that to my dog? Why would you do that? Yo, I would fucking kill my sandwich.
All right, and we're back.
The only part I agree with Brianna was the sandwich, the mentioning of a sandwich. That's it.
You didn't like her kicking the dog?
Brianna ain't kicked her leg since she came out the womb. You know this. Stop this madness. Sir King like to play in our face. See, Sir King. And I'm only going hard on Brianna because when Sir King was in defense of Brianna, she was in total opposite. So I'm just returning the favor. She was going in on you, bro. Like I was like, fuck.
I
Like
gotta hear
you
that,
can't
man. You
fucking,
keep listening. I gotta
bro.
hear that.
I don't listen. I never lied to you. I ain't gonna start lying to you. You know, if I address it, they were going in, and I was kind of surprised you were mentioned because I felt like shit, you were being cordial. But if you want reference of when it happened, just go back to the live where you addressed Pizarro on your live about the boom, bomb, boom. Go to her live, and then that's it. You were actually brought up in the beginning, so you ain't even got to go too far. You ain't even gonna go too far. You gonna find the lucky charm pot of gold right there. Boom.
I'm gonna let y'all.
You're in the beginning.
You guys go. I gotta go. And
But Terry P, we're good. You know
of
what's
course
good.
we're good. We're always.
You already know.
Like
If there's
whatever.
any
They don't need to.
confusions, you can hit me up on IG. We talk behind the scenes. Yeah.
I know.
Haha, haters. They don't know that.
I know.
Bow. Boom. So bow. So we talk behind the scenes.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. So you already know what's good. You know where to, you already know how to reach me. So it's good. Don't worry about it. Listen, I get what you were saying. Listen, people, but the thing, what I was trying to say to you before you go was I would fight the whole sector because that's their go-to. You know what I'm saying? Their go-to is they're in a relationship. The blah 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 blah. No, we're just two cool people. I don't talk to Sir King like that. Dead ass. These lives is where we talk. When these lives end that y'all are here, we don't talk.
We know that. We know that. I just want you to go hard. Like just
listen.
Yeah. But I
if there's
get
any
it.
moment that you feel shaky about me, just know I'm gonna come through because one thing about me is
wait, no, don't use
I'm
that
gonna
term.
deliver.
I don't never feel shaky about you. Don't use that term.
Oh, okay, because
no,
I'm gonna
there's
say
no
because
shaky.
I'm gonna pull through. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I got this. Trust me.
Terry's got to hop in the shower, so we gotta let her go.
Oh, so you're not. SK knows me. I was like, I gotta go, y'all.
Yo, I remember the shower rock. Oh, wait.
We bonded a little too close, SK.
No, you bonded with Lemon a little too close. I'm like, you hot. Well, he made you hot.
But Miss Karen, you stay safe out there.
You do the same, love.
I loved your insight. It was a wonderful conversation. Wonderful commentary because I wasn't a part of the conversation. But SK Lemon, I love you both. Peace. Chat. Have a great night, and I will talk to you when I talk to you.
All right, Terry P. I'm gonna hold it now. Peace.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, Terry.
So King, can I speak to a couple of people in your chat?
Sure.
Auntie Donna, Nika baby, Phillytea, ladies, I love you guys. I'm sorry I didn't mention you guys. I'm just looking at the chat. I always have love for you guys.
And we always have love for you, and they have definite love for you. So there's never an issue or worry or concern or doubt.
Well, Lemon, we know that you know how to tell a person off without breaking a sweat. You just had to show some sweats for Terry P tonight. But you have never been a person that I ever thought that, what you say you meant, and there's no reading in between the lines with you. So it was never a thought that I never questioned the way you handle the situation.
Conflict. Yeah.
So right, and you know that. So without the situation I was talking about, was just with that one person because the rapport that you had with that person. But for us, everybody else, you give it just how you keep the same energy. You meet them where they meet you at, and that's for everybody. So I get it. So I never thought twice that you can hang with the best of them on YouTube. Period.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, because when I hear certain things, right, I don't watch it in its entirety. I have a short attention span, right? So, like, if a live is over an hour, I might, internalize maybe like 45 minutes of that, and the rest is, whatever. I'm doing something behind the scenes, so I might have missed something. So I get what the people were saying. What I've gathered from this is they want me to go harder on certain individuals. That's kind of what I feel. But I'll meet that moment when it's
Right,
needed.
come to you.
That's what
Right.
that's when
Right.
it's needed.
Right.
I don't press the gas instantly because that's like that instant shit. But as
Mhm.
far as how we are, I've expressed how I felt. I've told them how I felt. I've been, like you said, I've been very respectful towards them. Um, I think I'm a respectful person. I can't get disrespectful, but I think I'm cool. You feel
I
me?
think you are too, and
Uh,
I think everybody can get disrespectful. It's just that what I recognize about you, you don't internalize the beef sector,
I
right?
don't.
Right. And you know what? And but you know what? We if we all was that we all can't be lemons on here, right? Because sometimes I internalize shit, even though it's not happening to me. I'm an empath. I take people interest in making mine. I take your I feel things where other people don't feel, right? So I have to move different because you know, it gets to me on a level where if you're talking about kids, I told the story because I was abused and stuff like that. I
Yeah,
internalized the kid when you talk about a kid, because they can't fight, they can't feel from themselves, So
yeah.
I internalized a lot of shit, so I had to walk away because it became my issue, right? It became my issue. And the parents that they was going through it, they get back on here like they ain't just talk about your child an hour ago, and I'm still mad and ready to go fight. You right? And people calling CPS. I internalized that kind of stuff, so I had to walk away from it. So I enjoy being over here with you and Sir King. I enjoy being with Five. I enjoy QB.
Oh.
But I just didn't stop there. And because I went to other places, I had to learn to pull back because then you try to figure out, well, let me go see what they're saying. And then you're not going to like what they're saying. So for me, I had to back away from everybody, not just from, you know, I
One
had to
person.
separate
Yeah.
myself. I had to back away from
From
what I
everybody.
think the beat sector. And, but like I still try to peep in and I look at titles and titles get everything. I look at a title and I know, I like what's going, you know. And that's for
Yeah.
anybody started right now. I had to recognize if you're gonna internalize it, Karen, stay your ass away from it. And that's what I had to do.
Hold on. Let me let Sir King address this comment and then I'll respond to your comment. 1 second.
All right, well, I ain't got no response. I mean, I just found it funny that somebody wasting money on my channel putting likes. I mean, likes don't do nothing for me, to be honest. Like,
Let me tell. Okay, well, since he don't got nothing to say about it, I'll tell you what I got to say about it. Why the fuck would Sir King pay for motherfucking likes? One, YouTube don't reward you off 1,000, 2,000, all them likes. That shit don't fucking matter, nigga. You get paid off after a live ends and the replay game. Palm the fucking replay. Find the replay. That's how they get paid. Likes. So niggas is all lie. Like Sir King trying to make himself seem like he's lit. All of a sudden, he had 800 in his chat, but 1,000's like ain't nobody paying for no motherfucking likes. Why the fuck are we paying for likes? When we want, since y'all motherfucking end game is views and numbers, not numbers, but numbers. So what did we pay for numbers and not likes? Who the
exactly.
fuck is beefing about fucking likes? So all of
Yeah,
a sudden, we want 1,000 likes on our video because it's gonna make it seem like we're popping. Fuck out of here, nigga. Views make it seem like you're popping. Niggas see numbers and then they want to fucking pop up and be in your shit, not motherfucking likes. Oh, Pizarro had 1,000 likes. We're going to Pizarro land or in a spaceship. They don't give a fuck about likes. I don't know who the fuck putting bots on niggas' channels, but they were trying to say Sir King's trying to become popping. All of a sudden, he get 1,000 likes on a video. When has likes ever been up for discussion? And why the fuck would we want 1,000? Why not just 300 or like 5? Like, why 1,000? Like, why so big number? You know, it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make you seem like you're popping because you have 1,000 likes. Like, fuck out of here. You fucking goofballs will come up with any fucking excuse. You put bots on niggas' channels and then make it seem like we're scheming and stuff just because our content is relatable. Niggas might like it. Niggas might be interested in it. So you put bots to make it seem like we're buying shit to make it seem like we're popping. Get the fuck out of here and go wipe your booty hole. Like, that shit is whack. No one's thinking about fucking likes. I've never heard y'all beef about likes. So why the fuck are we gonna go buy likes?
I don't know. Don't make no sense. And everybody
That
knows
shit is whack. It is bullshit. And y'all fucking water the sector down because y'all don't want to compete. Because all y'all want to do is fucking make it seem like we're failing. No one's watching. But you give commentary on what the fuck we're saying. I don't give a fuck if there's 10 people in here. If you go to your big platform and mention us, we won. That's free promotion, you fucking goofball. You're a fucking meatball. That shit is whack. That's why I don't fuck with it. Like, only place you gonna see Lemon is in Sir King chat because most of y'all is fucking pussy. Y'all fucking gotta link up. Y'all gotta be fucking besties and homies and cousins and aunties and grandmas and grandpas and all that bullshit to go along to fucking get along. We don't need these motherfucking remedies because we got these people in our real fucking life. But y'all need it for YouTube. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, dumbass, stupid ass, goofy ass, goofballs. All y'all. That's why I don't be there with y'all, because y'all fucking clowns. We got female clowns, fat clowns, gay clowns, short clowns, medium-sized clowns. Y'all fucking clowns.
George Clinton clowns? Yes.
Yeah, receding hairline clowns who mukbang for a living. You know, we get all that. But we supposed to respect y'all, but SK, dead ass. No, fuck out of here. When this live ends, it's 3 hours, 20, whatever.
Yes. Yes.
I've never done this. Sir King, you know I've never done this. You know I've never done this. Log off, rewatch, come back to fuck live, and we just gotta link back up because what happened though, it's worth it. Let's just fucking clear the shit. That ass.
Can I tell you something?
Smoke? Guys? I'll give you fire smoke. Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
This is what the B sector is missing. The old times in your chat that people are come express themselves. And I know that the reason why you had to pull back, but you was a great part of the sector. A year ago, you made everybody feel welcome. You sometimes got on our nerve, but we could come here and enjoy ourselves, right? And everybody trying to mimic what you're doing, but they're doing it with a lot of it's like bile, it's like venom. The panels that they hold and everybody cussing each other out. Granted, we had some wood bangs on your panel, but it was still done with taste and tactfulness and respect, right? We at the end we walked away and we could laugh at the stuff. We didn't make no enemies that people was ready to dox somebody for saying. Not that, well, besides that one person, I ain't gonna bring her name up. But we was not doxing each other. We was just cussing each other out and laughing, moving on and having a great time, right? Just agree to disagree, that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, you had some people that try to cause you harm, so King. But general, the blueprint that you brought over here, people been doing it ever since. They might not want to call it, but they've been doing what you was doing. They was really jealous of, and they are doing it, but not in a way that people can enjoy it. They don't have people in their chest like this kind of people all could be respectful and not cussing each other out and they're not fighting in the chat. Yeah, people say what they want in your chat, but it's never a disrespect because Your moderators are not messy. Your moderators are respectful. So people know to come over here and respect, argue and fight, but do it respectfully. That's not done nowhere else, right? When it comes down to
Yep.
those who try to do what you're doing, those that trying to, have the panels and drop a link and, people cussing each other out and talking, doxing each other and all that. Because
You
if
know,
it's great.
Hurricane, you know what I loved about Sir King panel? That us, we didn't know the people that was gonna come up. They just came the fuck up. Like we didn't add yo, we see like if I go look in the chat right now, I go say, read the heart of Philadelphia, random crafting gamer, click my link, DVD. Oh, I heard something about you. We didn't summons the people in our fucking chat. They came up organically and just had their own, grievance and stuff like that. And we would talk through it and whoop bang it out and stuff like that. It was organic. We didn't summons the people. They just came.
And,
They just
and right,
came.
and the thing about it was what made it so pretty that the agenda will be about one thing, and it'll morph into a whole nother, situation. But yet it still flow. It was a flow through, right? And yeah, it got. And when Sir King, when it got bad, he stepped away. He didn't want that. When you know what I'm saying, because he wasn't about that. He's not about that. So he didn't. We laugh and we joking. Yeah, people talk about crying. It was a bad part of it, and then this one and this that one. But even with quieting them, it was for a time in the season, and you realize that formula didn't work. He twerking it. He moved on to another formula. He recognized that didn't work, and when he wanted to work, he did with it. When he didn't want, guess what? He threw it away and started something else. He always was willing to
Yep.
reinvent the situation to make it better for him, right? Yes, there was things that he could have done better, but yeah, he learned from the lesson, wrote it down. This not the formula I want to work with, and try something different. That's why he worked, because the formula didn't. If it didn't set right with his spirit, he didn't want it anymore. And guess what? And people didn't like the fact that he made changes because they wanted to be bound all the time. He wasn't for it. So yes, there were some changes that he made, but the most part, even down to even with sassy, all of it, it made a big part in us being here. Yes, we all went our separate ways, but nobody can never say at the end of the day that you was doing something with ill intent for the most part. And that's what
Yep.
makes it just wasn't ill intent.
Well, I appreciate that assessment. It's been difficult because people say, "Oh, you fought out with that person." No, it's people think that they control your stuff. When they, are there consistent all the time, and that's not the case. Where people have a hidden agenda, stuff like that. So it was, and like I said, you're doing something wrong when you yourself can't listen to your own creation on this playback. I mean, you got to switch stuff up. So.
That's right. When you feel bad about what you hear on your own platform, yeah. If I can't be proud to go play this in front of a regular group of people and that know me, and they be like, "Wow, that's not you." See, that's what I'm saying. Once you know better, you're required to do better. Where much is given, much is required. This platform, I don't care what nobody say. Once YouTube allow you to press play, you are required to have morals and standards. And if you don't, even though if you don't check you, your conscience should. If your conscience is not checking you about what you're doing on the platform, your conscience has failed you people.
I agree.
Because even me, the time I had to cuss that person out on your platform, I had to. I talked to my girlfriend about it. She said, and don't get me wrong, because I can get down with the best of them. But when you say that you are changing and making an effort, and you still wilding more with pigs, I had to check myself. It was nothing about her. I had to check myself because I let her take me to a place that I don't want to be. So I had to check it. You know what I'm saying? And have to learn how to fight different. That's all. I can still fight with you, but I don't never want to get to the point that I want to hurt somebody and tear them down. And I never, and even with that, I didn't mean to hurt her feelings. I wouldn't. That was my intent. But because her feelings was hurt, I had to be accountable for that.
Who was that again?
I'm not saying the name.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed the name. Okay. I thought I missed the name. My
No,
bad.
mm-mm. No, because she really take things. She goes there. She holds on to
Oh,
areas.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Yeah.
That's like a
Yeah,
slow
so
leak
I know a
that
few
won't
people,
stop.
Sir King. I'm gonna say this as you know how we rock, you know what it is, you know how I respond and how I do. I
Hmm.
feel like you should do a due diligence with recapping what's had happened currently. I think you should pull back up tonight. Now I don't wanna play with your
Ooh.
energy, your
See,
time, and
do you
your
see the time ticket in the background? 3:30, and I still got something else I have to do. Right on this broadcast tonight. So I'm not. After this. After our
you're
conversation with my man,
done.
I'm not done. I still got something else I
Okay.
got to do on this
Ooh.
broadcast here. So we ain't done. We not done yet.
Okay,
So
let me let you go
I'm
do
just
your thing.
saying, cause bro,
you know what, Lemon?
Okay,
I have to go do my. You don't have to do my independent research on that one.
of course, you do. On two places, but yeah, it was warm. Now it's two, so
Oh Lord.
yeah,
well, let me let you go. I enjoyed you. I appreciate you guys. Um, and the character that I have known, not the tofu alley, the lemon, but the character, the way you were, your character speaks for you, right?
yeah,
So I always say that about you, you guys. And me and Sarkina always agree, but the character that he has, he allowed me to understand that we don't have to agree for me to be respectful to him, right? And with
mm-hmm,
you, Lemon, same thing. I don't always have to agree with people, but if the minute that I can't start, I have to start disrespecting you guys to be on your platform, I would never grace your platform because I want to match the energy. Because y'all show so much respect, I got to show it back, right? And that's what I see with you, Lemon. Your character speaks way beyond the word lemon. Because that's just a title. That's not who you lemon. That's not you. That's not your real name.
yeah,
So reality. So when people hear lemon, they don't think about people who clicking panels and being disrespecting women. But if somebody come at you and you are in a beefing sector, yes, there's gonna be beef. But even with your beefing, let your character stand before you and represent you, even when you beefing, right? So even after the beef is
yeah,
over, I'm gonna go away saying, "Damn, I didn't know who Lemon was." No, I understand the beef. I understand it, but I still know that you are not internalizing this, and you're on a beefing. So King the same way. So let your character lead you in whatever you do that people can walk away and still feel comfortable saying I met a lemon. And when I'm saying not
yeah,
a lemon, I met the person, the persona that I can go if somebody say so and so in another second say, well, oh, he did this, and I'm like, oh, that's not lemon. If somebody take and put you in a chat and they like they do, they clone your name and go in somebody else's chat, and I hear them talking stupid. I'm like, click that. That's not lemon. That's somebody who pretended to be lemon because lemon don't carry itself that way, right? So
Right.
let your character lead you, and it'll take you far. That even in YouTube, that people will know that's not how you roll. That's not how you operate. Everybody knows Sir King. He'll get in a mess. He'll click the people, even if he don't think they like him. He gonna click his links and he's gonna have a conversation. And it's not always a pleasant conversation, but he's not willing to back away from a fight. And if they say, "Oh,
Exactly.
Sir King," if Sir King was scared, I'm saying that's not him. He's not scared to click nobody links. See, I can
Yeah.
know because I've been around to watch that. Sir King will go in the jungle and fight with anybody. He got more tenacity than I ever want to have because I'm not talking to them people. So that's his nature. He don't care who. He
Yeah.
don't have to like you. He's gonna click that link and he's gonna have a conversation. He's gonna antagonize you on your own platform if you allow him to do so. That's the person he is, but he don't internalize this. So,
That's the kind of
so
person I am.
yeah, you
I
very,
wouldn't say antagonize, but what I will say is Sir King will pull the fuck up. I feel like if there's a moment where Sir King is
he do both.
mentioned, I
Sir
feel
King will
like
do both.
he'll
He
click the
antagonize and
link.
he not a mess. He ain't
He gonna click the link to pretty much
antagonize.
defend himself if the
No,
opportunity presents himself. You know what I'm saying?
you be sleep. No man, you be sleep with Sir King be antagonizing these people.
Wait, so you're saying that he been on platforms where he's been the antagonist?
Yes, living on purpose. He have done it to him. Yes,
I
but
call
he
it thought-provoking questions, not
did antagonist. See what I'm saying? See, he's antagonized, and he don't internalize, but he get them, and he have them going away mad and fighting. He go away smiling and laughing. He been to get off that platform and didn't think nothing about him. They still cut him out an hour after he off the platform. He antagonized people in a
Oh
good
yeah,
way.
when I click off, I don't listen. I go over my day.
See, and see, that's what I'm saying. You can go. See, you don't. See, you ain't. Y'all not. See, this the thing. Y'all don't internalize stuff, but y'all fight with people who internalize it, so they don't let it go. They never let it
Yeah,
go.
they need to internalize a diet from the way it looks like.
But for me, nah. For me, from my experience and my journey, any person I've ever addressed, listen, I've never curved the argument, a battle, a beef, or nothing. Nor am I trying to spark one for clout. Like I don't got a channel. I'm not gaining nothing from nothing. So
That's not your nature.
don't internalize my perspective on beef. But if I wake up tomorrow and there's beef, I will respond. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. Subscriber count matters nothing to me. I don't get paid off nothing. So I get paid off niggas sending a cash app. If you don't send one, then I don't get none. You know what I'm saying? That's how I make money on here. So if something pop up tomorrow, or people feel like, oh well, he had this smoke for this person, but prove your point, and I guarantee you, I will definitely answer, and I'll tell you what's good. But I feel like so far I've handled myself good. I'll pop off when it's needed, but not because you're saying to pop off. But you'll get it
Right,
if it's needed. You'll get it. It's not a problem.
right.
All right. Well,
I'll
I got
take
to get to
7
the
days
last
out of
portion of the broadcast. So, but
Okay.
this was 4 hours. That's like a part-time job.
All right, SK, I'll drop down.
Okay. Well, you can be here if you want to for this part.
Yeah, I'm
But
trying
listen to what I'm telling you.
Well,
There's some
yeah.
homework to do, and there's some work to be done. You know what I'm saying?
And there
People
might be
might
some
feel
clips
like
to be made.
because just let me know. I'm gonna wake up. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Just someone buzz me. Y'all know how to get in contact with me on Instagram, y'all. Um, buzz my bell till I wake up or something, like they do the rest. But I think it's definitely worth responding to because
All right, guys, I'm gonna be in the chat.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank
Hard
you, Hard
Candy.
Candy. It was a pleasure. Definitely a
All right,
pleasure. Stay strong.
all right,
Stay encouraged.
all right.
Yeah, stay
All right.
encouraged. Don't let nobody stop you from clicking links. Well, Sir King, I'm gonna drop down. I
All
like
right.
Hard Candy. I think she's
You,
dope. Thank you
you
for
can stay up
pulling
for
up.
this part. You can stay up for this part.
You want me to stay up for this
Yeah,
sport?
stay up here to be my bodyguard. Since
All right.
they say I need your protection. All right. Phillytea, are you here? Phillytea, can you please? I don't know if you're still awake. Phillytea, are you awake? Just drop down and just put a 1 or something to acknowledge that you're here. Oh, she's still here. I hope she didn't fall asleep. I don't know if she is. We'll wait a couple minutes. But yeah, thank you to Terry P and to Hard Candy for coming up. Appreciate y'all insights and everything. You know, we try to do things a different way. So, all
If
right,
you need
Phillytea.
more Hard Candies and Terry P's out there, click the links and tell us what you think. You feel me? It's free 99. Just give your opinion or drop down. You don't gotta be up here as long as they were. Just say your 2 cents and drop down. It's all good. Like it's not.
Okay, well, Phillytea. All right, so happy belated birthday. You know, this has been a challenging year for yourself. Okay, So I put something together for you because I appreciate your support of Avatar Nation. I know everything you're going through, and I appreciate you taking up the fitness challenge and everything. So I just want to show this to you on behalf of myself and Avatar Nation, and just want to say continue to be the great person that you are and doing the great things that you do. All right, here we go. Happy belated birthday and much continued success and prosperity to Phillytea. All right, here we go.
Avatar Nation family.
Hey Phillytea, my name is Manning Bennett, and I was just getting on here to wish you a happy belated birthday. I pray that you have many, many more, and I just wanted to do something special for you and just encourage you also. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now I do have a special song for you as well. There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside. Then you know you can survive. So when you feel all hope is gone, look inside yourself and be strong. Then you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. Oh, then the hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside. Then you know you can survive. And when you feel all hope is gone, look inside yourself and be strong. Then you'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
Avatar Nation family.
Alrighty, so that's for Phillytea. Happy belated birthday, and stay strong, stay encouraged. Anything you want to say, Lemon, before we close out the show?
I want to say that was an amazing song. I don't know who that was from, but that was dope. Sir King, I'll see you at the next live. Like I said, go do your due diligence and watch those videos. But if you come back live tonight, I'll be there. Yeah, great live, SK. I'm glad we covered the important topics, the messy shit. We arranged with this shit, so it's all good. So just do your due diligence and go watch those videos, and then if you come back live tonight, I'll be there.
Okay, and if not, I'll link up with you in the background, and we'll get together and coordinate.
Yeah.
Something. Okay.
Of course.
All right, Yemen. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. What's up, Miss Magnificent? How you doing? Good to see you with your magnificent self. You're working for the T. So that's our show for tonight. I hear that some people are press, just like Cardi B say, press. Why they press under the avatar? I didn't do nothing, but I speak the motherfucking truth. And some people can't hear the motherfucking truth. I said what I said, and I brought the evidence to show the people, hey, you got disrespected while you sitting over there holding pre-celebration parties for somebody that don't even appreciate you. But anyway, thank you once again to Hard Candy. Thank you once again to Therapy. Thank you once again to Lemon. We had a great live with almost 3 hours and 45 minutes. But with that being said, remember to be the change you want to see in the world. Pray for the people in Florida and don't play with God because God ain't nothing to play with. With that being said, I'm going to head on out. But before I do, it's almost Big-tober. Feel free to thumbs up the live. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown because it's greatly appreciated and will be used in the right way. All right. With that being said, y'all take care and have a great remainder of the night. I cannot promise that we are going to come back tonight, but we definitely will have a response if it's warranted. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Y'all take care. Bye, y'all.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
That boy is good.
Peace.